night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I just know we found something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground when you sanctuary.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE, and unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
All right, thank you, Craig.
Riverside, wait for me, I'll be coming home.
Law. Nowhere in nature or in a controlled environment can we ever produce a volume outside of containment.
What's that?
Has gas been seen?
Esta es una historia triste la que le voy a contar. Una historia triste la que le voy a contar. No tiene doble sentido, no vayan a mal pensar.
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Here we are, December the 3rd, 2025. And we mark another anniversary of my emergence into this fucked up world. And here we go. Holy crap. Been something else, man. I had the day off today, just kind of chilled out. Was on Flatzoid stream for a little while today. Man, you know, my thing that I said before about that these Glovers, these hardcore ones, I've been kind of like studying some of the shit that they say. And in regards to the firmament, the enclosure that's necessary to have a specific volume of gases, in regards to that, they say, you know, oh, we're trapped. You know, you mean we're trapped in here? Is that your? And I'm like, wait a second. What do you mean trapped? Where the fuck are you trying to go to? And they do have this childish belief of like Star Trek, like that's going to be like that and shit. And I'm trying to get these guys to understand. I'm like, all right, look, you're on like this flight for like years with the same fucking people there all the time. Gonna start smelling funky, man. It's not gonna be cool. You're gonna be drinking recycled urine and eating processed food stuffs or whatever. I mean, this is gonna be really, I mean, it would be terrible. And then you get to your destination. Then what do? You put your little suit on and go outside and you bounce around and shit and look at some rocks and stuff. And then what? And then what? And this guy's response was, well, imagine like a starship with, you know, can produce water and all this other. And I was like, well, yeah, you have to imagine that shit because that's what's called science fiction. That's not going to happen. Nobody's going to build big ships or starships and be going to other fucking planets. You can't even get to the goddamn moon. And you're talking about wanting to go to other space. You see what it is a lot of you are incels and you figure, well, the green bitches won't turn me down. You know, I think that's probably what's going on in your head because I can't imagine anything worse than having to spend several years in what would be considered the most harsh environment to human existence known. And if it even was such a place, and for what? Because there might be a green bitch that wants to fuck you on some ball in the sky. Good one, right? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, look at all the people we've got in here tonight. We've got Slick Rick is in here with us. We got XOXO Nico. We got Parody Mike, One More Quarter, Hamidia 7082, KK Westbury's here with us. Wake up America and resist. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Andrea's Match Key is here. Andreas Matchkey, am I saying that correctly? Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I think I had more people probably wish me happy birthday this year than any other time ever, I think, because of just the, you know, my optometrist wished me happy birthday. My denture people wished me happy birthday. AARP sent me some shit again today. I mean, it's so weird being the same age as all these fucking old people. You know what I'm saying? There's Roger Ledwell out there is hanging out, and we got J.R. Hartley and Mojo. Mr. Mojo Rising is in here tonight too. Who else we got? Eldon Bean. Eldon Bean likes the dancing girls. I know that. We got ZXL Master here. Peter W. Who else we got? AB Normal. Veronica Joseph. Nate X, the original. Well, we don't want any faux Nates in here. Okay. That's just, we're not going to put up with that. X Blade Baby. God, we got so many people. There's already 111 people in the chat. I wanted to show you this crazy fucking thing. How AI is such bullshit. And this is what we got to be careful of. I'm going to ask y'all out there when I show you this right off the bat, what is wrong with it? Okay. And this is supposedly a high-speed camera of a bullet going through an apple. So if you're in the chat, please tell me what you notice is the first thing that's wrong with this. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. All right, you ready? All right. Did anybody notice what was wrong with that? Anybody at all? Go ahead. Anybody in the chat? There you go. Boom. Liberty Guy off grid got it right off the bat. I saw that and I was like, what the hell? How's the fucking casing still on the bullet? This is AI generated bullshit. But without that, how would you know if it's real or not? But there you go. The devil's in the detail. Good job, Liberty Guy. Good job. Who else? Case. Yeah, Dick Wayne said Case. You can see the bullet at all. Let's see. On high-speed ballistics, my specialty. Oh, high-speed. Yeah, but you see the casing. The casing is on the bullet. So that's a problem. But I saw that earlier just before I came on, and I went, oh, come on, y'all. They're just trying to fake up everything with it. Oh, man. And then another thing we've had kind of a pet peeve about around here is I hear these people, these Trump tards, and they're like, oh, Barron Trump should, when he's old enough to run for president, we should vote him for president. And I'm like, why? We've never even heard this fucking guy speak, right? And then I ran across this, said, would you vote for Barron Trump for president? This was from, of course, MAGA Posts, it's called. Wow. Come on, y'all. This is crazy. Crazy ass thinking. Look at this. So be honest. If Barron Trump ran for president, would you vote for him? That's what it says up here in the top. Now, let's see if there's any indicators of a good leader or somebody who's, let's see what we can discern merely by looking at this kid. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what's he? He's just, that's what I'm saying. He's just waves at people. He never, nothing. I mean, just other than he's the current president's son. I mean, imagine if people thought that way with Joe Biden. Oh, we should vote Hunter as president since his dad was president. That's a good idea. What do y'all think? Yeah? Yeah? We get that going? Holy crap, man. Here I'm finding out they removed. Okay, so you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. This is getting really crazy by the day. Look at this. It's from Jeff Epstein. Oh, no. It says the Jefferson statue, Thomas Jefferson, was removed from the New York City Hall after being there for 187 years. The committee said that the statue could be interpreted as anti-Semitic. Anybody want to tell me how A statue of Thomas Jefferson is anti-Semitic. I would love to hear how they did that. Maybe that way, if anybody espouses to Jeffersonian ideals, which were like in the Federalist Papers and those kinds of documents, and the freedom of man, that then they can construe that anyone that goes along with that, or anything that Jefferson stood for, is thereby anti-Semitic. Have they not got it yet? Have they not figured it out yet? The anti-Semitic thing is not working anymore. No one cares. No one cares. In fact, you're pushing it so far that people are really now you're riling people up. What you need to do is just shut the fuck up. That's what you need to do. Quit playing the victim. People are sick of hearing it. Nobody cares anymore. Okay. Nobody believe in your hollow hoax bullshit either. So stop. Just fucking stop. Okay. I don't know how they're not getting that. Here we got the Navy's Doomsday plane has been in the air too. This has been some wild shit today. Been some wild shit coming on today. I mean, that one right there flabbergasted the hell out of me, because if you ask me, I mean, if you look at Jefferson's writings and even a tour through his home is wow. Okay. You see what a remarkable man he was in his thinking and his philosophies and everything. Thank you, everybody, with the happy birthdays. I'm seeing them all coming in here. I mean, he was really something else, you know. And that strikes me hard, because the only one I could see that if anybody wanted to claim they were anti-Semitic was Ben Franklin. He wanted an amendment put in our Constitution that prohibited Jews from coming here. That's for real. What's going on, Raj?
Oh, not much. How about you doing? Happy birthday, by the way. I hear it's somebody's birthday, and Cubby told me.
Yeah, it is my birthday. It's incredible. What's up with that dude that was now listen, are you in Flats, like on the outs or something?
Who?
You and Flatwood. You and Kate. No, okay. Because there was somebody saying something about that, and I was like, what? I didn't hear nothing about it.
Well, I talked to him this morning. He was doing just fine.
What did you think of that character that was on his show today?
I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I was working.
Some guy goes by Zebra is what he came on as, and he seems to have, it sounds like a German accent, maybe Dutch.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. Doesn't ring a bell.
Another pro circular reasoning situation. The guy just can't.
Well, I know his topic was about what today? I forgot what he was.
Oh, it was on, we were all over the place, really, but it was this guy was trying to explain he was actually trying to explain a globe Earth, and he couldn't actually do it, which none of them really can. All they can do is ask you questions about something else. Well, I said, the Earth is a globe. How do you know? Well, I looked at the sun. Okay.
Gotcha.
Right off the bat, you're off to a bad start. Why are you looking at the sky? What in the fuck is that?
It's the sky.
I know. Well, and it's only if you pre-assume a globe, then they will adhere to what your belief may be, kind of. But they don't really, because in reality, we don't see what should be expected on a globe. And that's evident with those planes, with when you have the camera up in the cockpit of the plane and they're going along, the stars should actually be rising up in elevation, right? As you go past them, but they remain, right? Well, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to cut to the chase. I mean, did this guy say that me and Flats had a problem with each other for some reason?
That's like some comment I saw it go by, and I was like, oh, is there something happening that I don't know about?
What did the comment say? You get,
I don't remember exactly. And that was hours ago and several bowls ago.
well, so Roger, that he's trying to stir stuff up. He's trying to single me out now. He's one of the
Oh, it
trolls.
might have been, not even might have been who it was. I don't recall. So they're just, you know, they all start looking the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard for me to tell who's who when it comes to that. They all just start looking the same to me. And it seems like the majority of them have this, I don't know, this snooty air about them, you know, like they're superior in some way. And that cracks me up, man. That's like, I can't believe that you're being that stupid, saying the stupid shit that you're saying, and then acting like you have superiority over somebody merely because you have a belief. And that's what it is. It's a belief. And it's like, as soon as you start trying to pin them down to science, then they start bringing in their myths. Then they start bringing in all their myths and bullshit and the magical duct tape to hold everything together. And I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna have to do better than that, man. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Yeah, you need empirical evidence, not a speculation on a cause and effect relationship you can't prove with an imaginary force that's been there for what? Maybe I think.
Right. Why doesn't it weaken? Why doesn't it run out?
No.
Where's it getting this perpetual energy from?
Yeah, well, why do you think they replaced it with the relativity theory?
Yeah.
They said, oh, they married them together. No, kind of they did, but they had to create these reference frames, and it's really weird. And it wasn't Einstein that did it. He didn't improve on Newton's theory. Newton's theory just said everything that had mass had gravitation to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the actual term, you can get away with saying that because the Latin word for what gravitation and gravitas is weight.
Weight.
Everything does have gravity. It's got weight. Anything has mass. So, but it doesn't mean they attract to each other.
No, nobody's ever witnessed that.
No.
And, you know, like even with their Cavendish experiment, which isn't an experiment, it doesn't give consistent results.
No.
It doesn't give consistent results. If that was a fact, then they would go at the same speed every time. The same thing would happen. And it doesn't.
Well, what
Sometimes
they
don't even fucking work.
What they did with a torsion bar is they get a kind of a constant out of it. But if you look at the molecular bonds in lead, especially lead, they kind of attract to each other. It kind of gives it a bias to a degree. So it does seem to, but it's not gravity. It's actually it's the conductivity between the two. It's really what it is. And I think that's why they use lead to begin with.
They used gold, I heard. Recently.
Yeah, there's a couple of smaller Cavendishes they built in a vacuum style chamber, and they use miniature gold. But gold is very conductive too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would give it a nice bias to actually kind of declinate toward it. And
so, what is it? What is that experiment based off of, though? What natural phenomenon in nature is that experiment based off?
I don't know. That's a good question.
None. None. Because things fall to the ground. Well, as far as I remember, the ground is this way, right? Yeah. And if you can get it to happen with your little Cavendish experiment, we should be able to have seen it in nature.
Yeah.
We should have been able to see it in nature. There's much bigger masses around close to each other that should be drawing near to each other.
Well, I think that originally they draw the conclusion because things do fall down. What is that accelerated force that's causing it to go down? They think it's an automatic, but they know that there are objects that do rise. But
well, it's not just that constant will change if you change the medium. You change the liquid or the fluid medium that something's in, and there's never any time where something's not subject to a fluid medium.
Yeah, well, they think they make a miniature vacuum chamber for some of their little devices, and they put it in there, which they think that actually eliminates the medium in that environment. But that would actually free up the electric pull to it. There'd be nothing to impede it. There'd be no medium. Yeah,
a vacuum chamber is not really a vacuum; it's just a low pressure system.
Well, you've seen a vacuum tube, right? I mean, don't they conduct light through that a lot easier? Like you'll put a LED inside of a vacuum tube, like a light bulb, for instance. It conducts a lot better in there, doesn't it? There's nothing to stop the electricity flowing. Yeah, but yeah, I think they went with that principle and ran with it. But that's not gravity.
I think it's more that they put the light inside of a vacuum tube because the heat of the filament expands the gas that's already present inside there. And without it being in a vacuum tube, after a while, the fucking bulb could explode.
Oh, yeah. Well, there won't be a bulb without a tube. They would.
Right. Well, it has to be contained. Yeah, absolutely. Well, for any specific gas, volume of gas or lack of.
Yeah. The lack of gas. So to keep the gas out, you got to have a container, and to keep the gas in, you got to have a container.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the universe is a vacuum chamber, does it?
Well, no, it doesn't mean that there's anything beyond what you see in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's, oh, we're looking at space. How the fuck you know you're looking at space? How do you know you're just not looking at the ceiling?
Yeah, I guess
because you have an illusion of depth. Cool. But then they act like they're trapped, and I'm like, trapped from what? Everything you need's right here. Everything that anybody ever needs is right here.
It reminds me of that Bugs Bunny skit, like, I'm suffocating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they got claustrophobia or something. Shit, you haven't even explored the oceans, and now you're wanting to go out into what you think is space.
Yeah.
Go fly for several years to, going several years to some place that the chances of there actually being any life there is 0. And then you go there and what? Then what?
Yeah, I know.
What are you going to do? How are you going to get all the shit you need? You don't.
You grow potatoes out of
in your poop.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say it. But think about how many times you would have drinking your own urine across that vast voyage of 9 months or 6 years to whatever supposed planet you're going to land on.
Oh, there's Peter. What's happening, Peter?
Not much. How are you?
How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing pretty good.
I like the avatar. That's a cool one.
Well, it's the first time I've used it.
Ah,
the new computer, so making sure it works right.
Well, get you a picture download there, get your camera working.
I don't know, I gotta get my camera working.
How do you get your camera working?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
You see the little camera icon down there?
Oh yeah.
You click on that, and it should give you your options.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, it's a globe.
All right.
He's got a globe.
Got the crosshairs on it.
Oh no. Blow it up.
Yeah, Trump said today, he said that he confirmed a land war with Venezuela will begin shortly.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, listen. This is fucked up. This is going to be bad, guys. I'm telling you, this is not good. Oh, where'd he go?
I know.
Hit the wrong button. If you look at our numbers, the drugs coming in through sea are down 91%. I'm surprised there's 9%. I don't know who's doing the 9%, but it's down 91, and we're going to start very soon on land, and I'm sure you're thrilled to hear that.
Mr. President, on Ukraine.
We're going to start on land. I hope you're here. Now, you mean to tell me that those little speedboats were responsible for bringing in all the drugs, and they're coming through from Venezuela when everything shows that they're coming in from Mexico? What the fuck is this guy doing, man?
I have no idea. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And I've listened to some of his speeches. JJ put out a little short with like all his misconstrued comments and stuff, but he actually is a moron, dude. This man has no social skills, really.
Who is it?
Trump.
JJ, oh yeah, he's a moron. Yeah,
he's a holy crap. These are the people they put in a vote into office, thinking that they're
based off a PR campaign, Roger. It's based off of a fucking PR campaign.
Damn it.
That's what they did. They got everybody hyped up. This guy was reading scripts. He was telling these people exactly what they wanted to hear, right? And he's already he's a practiced salesman, a bullshit artist. This is why he fills everything with all the hyperbole, because he's trying to think of what to say next. And this is why he fills all the time with hyperbole and telling you how great something is or how great it, and not really getting to the meat of the subject. He does that. That's how he gets out of answering any fucking questions too, man.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I guess it's a good politician can worm his way out of any circumstance.
No, they're disgusting. They're
Oh, yeah.
disgusting. And people need to understand they are not the answer to shit.
Hey,
It
Peter.
is- Peter, there's a lot of noise coming through on you, bro.
Yeah, your mic's going haywire.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a hanging mic?
No, it's just on the computer.
Oh, okay.
It's picking up all your wind or whatever you got going on in the background.
Let me see if I can do something here. It's automatically adjust, reduce background noise. Let's try that.
There you go. That worked.
A little better.
Yeah. Is it just me that he reminds me like of somebody that might be related to the California Raisins? You remember those guys, right?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Well, see what it is with these guys is they've got great PR, okay, and they know what sound bites are gonna fucking hit home. People were at that point in time tired of the media giving them some shit, so to have actually a president that would snap back at them and that kind of thing, that was a good selling point. Oh, dude, I gotta mute you, man. I don't know what that noise is.
Yeah, Peter, you're a little loud. You got a mute button over on your side if you want to hit it. Click it.
And so you're ready to say something.
Yeah, and then hit the button.
You might have a little bit of an echo coming in. Do you have YouTube open?
Yeah,
Netflix. I shut Netflix off.
No, it wasn't that. It seemed like every time I started to say something, it was.
Yeah, we did gargle almost. It's like. Every noise in the room is so amplified.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're hearing. Yeah.
But like what I was saying with this is they have a great PR, and they know how to promote. This guy's like an excellent top salesman. That's what he does. He sells shit. And anybody that knows anything about sales knows that anymore, the way you sell shit is 99% bullshit, 1% fact. That's how it usually goes. It used to be like back in the day when somebody was selling a car or whatever, they'd say, oh yeah, it's got this many cubic inches of, combustion, blah, blah, blah. It would tell you all the specifications of the car. Nobody listens to that now. Now it's all based on a feeling. Now it's all based on how you're going to feel driving that car, how cool you're going to look driving that car. They don't tell you nothing about it. Maybe they'll give you gas mileage and that's about it. And if they do that anymore, but hell, it's gone to the point where you got Matthew McConaughey sitting in a Lincoln going, I was driving Lincolns before it was cool, and it's like, okay, so tell me about the fucking car, but most people in their subconscious, they're like, oh, I'll be laid back and cool like Matthew McConaughey if I have a Lincoln, that's chilling out. And they sell everything on an emotion, and they did that with Trump, and he told everybody a bunch of bullshit that he didn't have any intention of doing. They believed him, and then the worst part is after he fucked them the first time, they put him in again. But they knew that the only way they were going to get him in a second time is if they ran him against a complete fucking turd, which they did. I mean, it was like the difference between here's a shit sandwich with mustard and here's a shit sandwich without bread. And it was like, oh, well, I'll take the one with the mustard. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm getting your voice a little bit there. Do you hear yourself echo a little bit? So,
well, I muted Peter. It was still happening. I don't know what he's got going on there.
Well, you could hear his chair when he leaned back.
Yeah, man, it was real loud. I don't know what he's got going on. Maybe his microphone's too high or something.
Yeah. Turn down the volume, or if you have a volume control inside of your computer for your microphone, there's usually an adjustment. You can actually turn down the actual gain on your mic.
Yeah, man. So what do you think about this thing with fuel and jet planes?
What about it? And I've heard both sides, they have to run some kind of fuel. And then I've heard they can just run compressed air. I've heard both sides. But the proof will be in the pudding is actually get down to the airport and see what they do.
Well, this is this guy did. This is kind of wild. Watch this.
All right, boys. So before I got on my freaking airplane ride, my Spirit Airlines ride, I went around looking, right? And I was taking videos and I was like, oh, Palantir is going to freaking love this. But so I was looking for anyone fueling planes, right? I went and I found this truck. I was like, oh man, I wish he'd be fueling. I wonder how much fuel that thing holds, right? I looked it up. Okay. I think it's about a 5,000 gallon fuel truck. So let's say it 5,000 gallons just to make everything easy, right? Most of Spirit Airlines planes are these A320s or whatever, different versions of them. So I'm pretty sure I was on one of those. And it looks like it's like, you know, let's say roughly 5,000. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. It's only 5,000 gallons of fuel that they're putting in these planes, right? Even though things like the Airbus A380, look, they're saying that they put 85,000 gallons of fuel in those. Like, come on. What are you talking about? What is 85,000 divided by 5,000? They're saying they put 17 of these fucking trucks in there, okay? Okay, so that's a big plane, right? Let's just assume they're putting one of these trucks in my size plane, my little, you know, it's only one floor. These A380s or whatever, they got double deckers, right? So my plane can, at the very least, hold a whole 5,000 gallon truck full of fuel, supposedly, right? So why are they showing up with this? What the hell is that? Look, again, Jet A fuel, okay? Where's the, what is it? They're not putting 5,000 gallons of fuel into this wing. And then don't even get me started on the fact that they say it's in the wings, dude, right? Think about it. You're a big old jet airliner. You're going, what does water do? What does jet fuel do when it tips? It all sloshes, okay? So if you're sloshing it around, do you really want that in the fucking wings? Minus that, if you ever watch outside of the plane wing or the plane windows, what are these wings doing? They're going, are you putting flammable fuel inside of a floppy little wing noodle? What are you talking about? Then also, how long would it take to put 5,000 gallons of fuel? How long does it take to put 10 gallons of fuel in your truck, right? This hose, not that big. It's not that big, right? So this guy was there for like 3 minutes. What the frick are they trying to pull on us?
Oh, wow. Well, I think they have to ignite the engines with it to start with. And I think they maybe warm them up so they actually compress the air properly. But as it goes up, the consumption, the amount, I don't think it's the amount that they're telling you, obviously. It's all the amount.
This is what looks ass backwards to me. Why would you put a hose up to the bottom of the wing? Why wouldn't the ship be up in the top of the wing?
Yeah, it would make more sense. But I mean, I guess it may be pressurized fuel system. That wouldn't matter either way, whether you're on top or bottom. But it'd probably go quicker if you use the top side. Yeah, like pouring it in to a point. Yeah.
I'm just saying that they got a point with that, man. That is a lot of fucking liquid.
Yeah,
you're putting in the wings of an aircraft. You know,
especially 5,000 gallon trucks worth. We didn't see that. Yeah. Oh, they were just topping off. That's what they'll tell you there. They were just topping off between flights. That's the way it works.
They got a little guy with a jerry can. He's filling up the thing. Top it off before you leave there. You want me to wipe the windows and check the tires too? You know,
get flying. I did that for a year. Actually, I worked at a mobile gas station, and in California at the time, this is like in the mid '80s. I was actually making like $10 an hour almost, but I was a gas jockey, dude. I go around, check your air for you, go and check your oil, fill your gas up for you. A full service gas station. They still had them even in the 80s. I guess it was coming a trend in Southern California. I want service. Yeah. Hey D man, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
I was just outside. I was just outside wrestling with the snow. So,
you wrestling with it?
Yeah, punching it and kicking it. Get out of here, snow!
Whooping its ass.
Whose birthday?
It's soft.
Thank you.
Oh, Sob, happy birthday. Happy 23rd birthday.
Yeah. Well, I was 23 times. Oh, what? Yeah, no shit. Twice that plus some.
How's my sound now?
Oh, it's a lot better.
Okay. I turned it down.
There you go. That's what it
Yeah, I
did.
found an adjustment thing.
Dude, when you sat down in your chair and leaned back and it creaked, man, it was just like blew everything out of the speakers. Like, what the fuck?
Like we're pulling a skeleton out of your back, your spine.
I'm a little overweight.
Says who?
Yeah, who's
according to what? Overweight compared to what? That's what we get with.
Yeah, I'm leading. I hear now I'm leading people astray down the ashtray.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? We showed that last night, man. They've been testing these ashes they're getting from crematoriums, and they're not they're not ashes of people, man.
What are they?
Just fucking ashes. There's no human DNA or anything in the ashes, in the remains.
Well, that makes me think when they gave my dad's remains and I actually poured them off the mountainside where I gave his eulogy at, was it really him?
Right. So that begs the question even more. What the fuck are they doing with all the dead people, man?
There was a while ago, some hiker was out in the desert somewhere. I think it was Arizona, and they saw all those ash piles all over the place, and they ended up tracing it back to some crematorium. Yeah, and arrested a bunch of people.
Dude. Meanwhile, the McRib comes back.
Yeah.
Well,
I met a Burph on the show yesterday, and they were talking about what it was.
Whoa, Peter, what is that noise? All kinds of shit out here.
Yeah, just mute your mic if you.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah, you just have to mute until you like talk or something.
There you go. Yeah, well, I mentioned the same thing on PJ show. Like they were talking about somebody mortality rate or somewhere, and I'm like, yeah. And meanwhile, I told D-Man the McRib is back.
Yeah,
it's magic.
I mean, listen, that's some plausible shit. I mean, it's like, and they have to put the shit in front of your face, right? In movies, and it's that karmic relief, right? And remember Soylent Green.
It's people.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's right in your face. And I think, if you start getting into the logistics of it, like, wait a second. We're selling how many fucking hamburgers and shit, and plus steaks and what's in the store and everything else like that. There's all this. And how are they supplying this meat? How are they able to sustain that?
Good question.
It's just like there ain't enough fucking cows in the world to be sustaining this.
Well, I've been on like farms in up toward the Midwest, and I've seen the amount of cattle they do have, but comparatively number to number, I don't know if that would match up. You'd have to go do a head count,
I think they use it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think the kind of stuff that you get in fast food stuff is not 100% beef. It's a minimal amount of beef that they need to put to get the certain grade, and then they mix all kinds from the rooter to the tutor, as they say, and grind that crap up from front to back and mix it in with whatever the hell that they can throw in there that they can buy cheaply. It's kind of like the old chemical field. Whenever they would produce something, it would create something that they couldn't use, that they would sell to somebody else, who would then repurpose that into something else then they would cycle it down again, and they would repurpose that into something else. Like, that they're just giving you the lowest grade crap that you could possibly get.
It's making the finest grade A buttholes and lips.
Yeah. Labia and scrotum.
Yeah, man. Good God.
I'm not going to say anything about the labia, and I had a few in my mouth in my lifetime. But how was it eating them? I could tell you.
I think that they just mix it with other shit, and just so they could probably stretch out the amount of meat. They have the minimal amount to get the grade that they need, and that's it. And everything else is just filler and stuff. I mean, I had a friend that worked at Taco Bell used to tell me that this stuff all just comes in bags. It looks like dog food. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I worked at Taco Bell for a year, and everything comes pre-filled in a medically sealed bag. We heat it up in a water tank. That's how they do it.
Now Roger's roboting and shit. Now Roger's sound is bad.
Nah.
Jeez, y'all.
I'll see what I can do. Hold on one second.
That picture that's in my screen, Sov, I found that from an old album. It's supposedly it's from this band called Love from the late 1960s, early 70s. And that's the back of the album cover. I ran into it by accident. And I think that depiction, it's looking up at the sky. And I think that's a depiction of the firmament. Because I look at the picture and I couldn't figure it out.
Let me see.
It's called, the name of the album is called Out There. Love Out There. And it's looking up at the sky like, the thing I was thinking is that the center, the little center part is kind of white in the middle. That's the north. You know, the north south don't move. Here, I'll send you the album cover and show it to you. It's weird. Right. I ran into it by accident, but I looked at it and I was like, "What is that?" And I sat there and stared at it for a little while, and I was like, "Oh, the firmament. That's what that is. That's what they're trying to push off on that. Because what could it be? You know." I'll send it to you in the link. It's kind of interesting.
Here's 82 Mustang says he's got a bunch of Love CDs.
Yeah. I saw them I saw for the Forever Love Forever Changes tour right before Arthur Lee died. In like
what song would I know by them?
Oh geez, I don't really know. I mean, they had a bunch of records. I don't think they were. I don't know. There was a bunch. I don't know, late 60s stuff. I'm trying to find the picture again. It's out there.
Okay, am I making noise now?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I just readjusted all my settings and the mic and everything, so should be good. I moved my speaker off of the same table too. I may get like a feedback from that. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I put the bigger picture in private chat. I thought that was kind of cool.
D-Man, I've been looking for the big picture. Where is it?
Okay, yeah, I've heard them. I've heard this before. This is one 7 and 7 is.
Yeah. It's an old song from like 68 or something.
Oh, look at there, people popping in on me over here. Damn, I didn't see y'all back here. I didn't see y'all back here, yo.
Rocky.
I have the first one I ever heard was For Sale, and then I listened to it and I was like, oh wow, this isn't bad. And I got Forever Changes, and I was looking one day on the board at Tower Records in Boston, and I saw Love Forever Changes reunion tour, and I was like, I'm going. Drove all the way to New York City in a snowstorm, and went and saw them at some club in Brooklyn, like 2001.
J.R. Hartley says he has a frog in the house, and I want to tell you, if it's too cold outside for you, it's too cold outside for them too. So
it'll freeze.
I think he's making reference to the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if they do have a frog in the house,
yeah, I know
we got Rocky. We got Rocky showed up. We got Chaz showed up. We got everybody.
Gang's all here.
Hoes.
It's quite a birthday party you're having, Soft. No,
We're having it. We don't have hats. I'm sorry.
Where's the cake at?
I ate it. I'm sorry, man. I got
you're the head cake eater.
Yeah, I was like, stoned. I'm eating this motherfucker. No, I got chocolate chip muffins. Chocolate muffins. Yeah.
I think Peter may be getting a little residue from something still.
I think we're doing pretty good here. I'm not gonna.
All right.
It ain't too broke. We ain't gonna have to fix it.
How many candles?
How many candles? 60.
16. Oh.
Yeah, 16. That's it. 16.
This is his 40th anniversary of his 20th birthday.
Yeah.
That's the day of your birth date, but do you add 9 months to your conception? That's
13 weeks.
Oh yeah, Bob. I just got a text. Hubby's backstage.
It's actually 10 months. If you work it back, it's actually 10 months is a gestation period. So
yeah,
if I go back 10 months, that would be February. My guess would be Valentine's Day.
Mine worked back to like July 4th. Like everybody does it on the 4th. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, on Valentine's Day too. And if you go back, 10 months from. I'm pretty close. We're pretty close to Valentine's Day right there.
Yeah.
So somewhere in that vicinity, but does it really matter? We're just here for a finite amount of time in this experience, and we're just doing what we do, you know.
Hey Siri, when do people have the most sex? Oh, just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you was really asking.
I don't have it hooked up.
Yeah, I know. And then I was like, wait a minute. You got Siri in your house? Government? What? How many people fuck on Valentine's Day? Government? Yeah.
Oh, when the judge asks you your birthday, you say, I wasn't there or something. How do you answer that? Like they recorded.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. We're getting a feedback somewhere.
I'm not hearing it.
I keep hearing a
I don't hear nothing either.
No, nobody's little.
I hear it very faintly, but I don't really hear it that much.
Yeah, I think it's coming from Peter's microphone.
You might be a little too loud still. Peter, turn your mic down just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't stay open.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. Now I don't know. Does anybody know? Because I haven't seen him in a long time. You remember Mary Kate and Ashley, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Olsen's.
Yeah. Well, this is something really kind of funky. I don't know. This guy says it's the Olsen twins. And if anybody could verify this for me, that would be fantastic. But look at these bizarre looking broads.
Yeah,
man.
it's the Olsen twins.
That's the Olsen
twins.
Whoa. It is.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yep.
Looks like that's something from Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
It does, man. It looks like from fucking Whoville or something.
That's when you give your plastic surgeon too much cocaine.
Their sister Elizabeth's the one that's like the big act. She's like the big actress right now. She's in a ton of.
You know, when they was little, I used to think they had kind of the features in their face of those little troll dolls.
Yeah.
You know, with the hair sticking all up, and look, they are. That's what they are. Look at them. Holy
What did they played in a series? What was the series?
Cut Full House.
Yeah, Full House.
Cut it out.
Full House.
Uncle Joey's here.
Yeah.
There was rumors going around that they were fooled around with
Bob Saget.
Oh,
Bob Saget was a huge fucking pedo.
Bob Pedo Saget.
I heard that a lot of actors have twins and that they use them. And they don't tell you that there's twins.
You know, that Bob Saget, he was I was trying to ever figure out how the fuck he even got famous. They said he was a stand-up comic, and if you ever watched any of his stand-up
never
routines,
funny.
He sucks.
He was only funny one time, and you know why it was funny? It's because there used to be a guy on the early YouTube days called Tourette's Guy. And whenever they gave him crap because he swore in the videos all the time. So instead of swearing, every time he was going to say blank or A or F, he would say Bob Saget. So if he hit his toe, he was Bob Saget. If he B was chasing him, Bob Saget. Well, it got around to him, and somebody told him, so he put it in his act and talked about, hey, have you ever seen this guy, Tourette's guy? Yeah, and every time he goes to say F, he says Bob Saget. He says, I hate him. He said, because people would walk up to him in the street and go, Bob Saget.
You ever suck dick for a
they used to get us to
his best line ever was from Half Baked when he's in the rehab. That's the only Bob Saget thing that was ever funny.
They used to have that.
There we go.
That during sitcoms they would have that automated laughter, which would make you laugh at shit that wasn't even funny.
Yeah, we did that last stream, Rocky.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I missed that one. I cut the end of it. I wasn't working. I missed a lot of these. Oh, man.
It was the Friends episodes.
Yeah, because we were showing like a clip of Friends without the laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
like
horrible, dude.
fucking stupid. And then to make it even better, show how adding creepy, dramatic music to it made Ross look like a serial killer psychopath, man. You know, I mean, there it was. You just changed the whole mood of it by what you're hearing peripherally, you know, whether it be a laugh track or an ominous music track or whatever, that's going to set how you feel about what you're watching.
Well,
that's what I like. That's what I liked about The Office. The Office didn't have a laugh track.
No, it didn't.
It was truly funny, you know, and because these people are a little bit of an exaggeration of people that you've actually worked with or known. There's just an exaggeration of those personas, man. And I thought that was a great show. I've watched every fucking episode of it.
You ever watch the British version of it?
Yeah. It takes a little bit of getting used to, you know. God, who keeps with that background noise, man?
I think it's Peter again, maybe.
Oh, his mic is.
Let's not forget, Bill Nye was a stand-up comedian too.
His mic is picking up every little thing he does.
Yeah,
still is.
Hey, Heron, you got a guitar in your hand here?
1, 2, 3, 4. Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Say
sorry.
we're gonna have a good time. I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Thank you, Heron Song. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
That was nice.
Can I say
Thousand blessings to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You got birthday bombed. I'm out, boys.
You're gonna run. Jeez.
I'm out. I'm watching.
Oh, running away? Are you running away? Looks like this local are always obsessed with running.
You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. But you can't run away from yourself. No, you can't run away from yourself. No. Yes, I am. Good night, guys. Have a good one, Sav.
That was a good one, Aaron. Thanks. Jeez.
Well, that was a nice little treat. That was cool.
That didn't happen every day.
No, it doesn't happen every day. Once a year for me, but that right there, that's a first.
Yeah.
Should have got my harmonica out.
There you go.
I don't know how to play it, but
oh God.
But I could have done you a birthday song.
And it just sounds like with the harmonica and not knowing how to play, it's kind of reminiscent of cats.
Yeah.
Mating. You know?
Ooh, yeah, that's horrible. Now, you're talking about looking at something funny. I am looking at something funny right now. That is atrocious, dude.
Oh, I know. Listen to what he says. I when he said that, I thought, oh, come on, man. I know all white people look alike, but that can't be the Olsen twins.
Bruh, what the hell did they do to the twins, y'all? What happened to Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, y'all? What the heck, y'all? Bro, these celebrities are something else. They are doing something to these people, y'all. This is beyond me, man. These people look like the very first cavemen. Are you kidding me, bro? What is going on here? So can we all agree that everything is going downhill right now because all the celebrities are looking cooked? Hollywood is shutting down. The music industry is crap, man. The movies are not hitting like they used to anymore. Like, we're literally waking up from this illusion, and all of this was part of the illusion, y'all. Like, it's crazy how they are changing so much, man. Every person that we grew up with or that we know that we watch on television has changed exponentially. They even got them rocking all the gold, man. Like, what? Like, is this part of the golden age? You know, the Golden Dome, that whole Donald Trump thing. Like, this is crazy. Hollywood is doing way too much, man. They got these girls looking like the troll dolls. Like, y'all remember them things, the troll dolls? But I heard this is Louis Vuitton's new cover for their Christmas magazine. They're really trying to get y'all to go out there and go all out and buy some stuff because they're giving you twins this year. Like, y'all see that? Like, nobody's buying stuff, so they decided to give you twins. The 2-for-1 deal. Very interesting times that we live in, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
What the hell? How would that even make you want to? That's your advertisement? That's your advertisement. And this is what gets me, these billionaires. People, you'd figure a motherfucker has billions of dollars would have a smoking ass hot wife, right?
Yeah. That'd be
They got bitches look like trannies, man. I'm not kidding you.
They are trannies.
It might be.
Is it such a bad thing that all these people are collapsing? Hollywood and the music and all that?
Oh no, not a bit.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's the externalization. It's the externalization of the hierarchy. They want you to know that they are transgendered, transhuman.
You have to talk a little louder. You're a little low.
It's the externalization of the hierarchy. They want you to know that they're transgendered, transhuman, or something. We don't know. It's a seed war, some kind of seed of Satan or something.
Oh, that's the best they got to offer there, though. Think about it that way. I'm definitely not happy with it.
A lot of people are wanting to be. That's the movement, the latest movement of the, the thems, the theys. Don't call me she. I'm a he.
That's really, I don't think, getting as much traction as it did in the beginning. I think enough people stood up against it that people aren't afraid to say, no, I'm not going to pretend.
Yeah, I didn't pretend when my granddaughter started talking that shit.
If you don't indulge it, it goes away.
Yeah.
It doesn't make, they think it makes them special.
Right.
And it's an improper use of grammar. Here's this guy. Look at that thing.
I saw that.
Do you remember when we grew up in simpler times, when you look up to all the multimillionaires, the Hugh Hefners, and they had all these beautiful women around them, and you're like, yeah, I want to get filthy rich one day so that I can have all these beautiful women. I can have that, right? Now you look at these billionaires' wives, and you're like, where did that thing come from? Is there, you're like pipe sniping, you're looking down, you're like, does that have a dick? Adam's apple check. You're like, I don't know what that is, but this does not look like a female to me. I want to know what you guys think. Am I the only one? Is it like Macron? Is this like a billionaire thing? Like once you become a billionaire, you have to just, your handler is a dude and they just send you like, this is not really your wife. It's just a hand. I don't know. I'm just asking questions, but that thing is ugly as fuck.
This is really exciting.
Absolutely. It's a very special moment.
Wow.
We're making a $6.25 billion investment in America's kids through our charitable funds.
Next year, every American child will be able to get an investment account powered by Invest America.
We've seen what happens when a child gets even a small financial head start. Their world expands.
The real power of these accounts is that anyone can contribute. Parents, relatives, friends, everyone can help shape a child's future.
To philanthropists, companies, community leaders, if you want to be part of something truly meaningful for our kids, for our communities, for our country, join us.
And to parents and caregivers, stay tuned and get ready to activate your child's account. Every contribution can grow over the years, just like your child.
Together, we can make possibility something every child can count on.
And that's a future worth investing in.
And like, what billionaire do you know? Like $6.25 billion is a lot of money. Okay. You think that just happened to come across the table and they're just like, yeah, I want to do the right thing because I got billions of dollars and I want to give it back to the kids here in America. And you're like, is he on the Epstein list? What type of blackmail had to be put out and led to this man, a billionaire? These guys are rich assholes. They don't do anything except trannies, obviously. But let alone donating billions of dollars. So it's just like, I don't know, guys. Doesn't seem authentic, to say the least. I don't know. Everything in this video stated is just my opinion. Nothing stated here is a fact. Everything is allegedly. I'm a comedian. This is just joke.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. Yeah, I remember that guy.
I wouldn't want to wrap that package on a midnight. I'm telling you right now.
God, how'd you like to wake up with that on your pillow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No,
thank you.
Chew your arm off to get away so you don't wake her up. Well, this is kind of interesting because with shit heating up around the way the world is right now. Did you know even Israel now they're making rhetoric that China is planning to attack them?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Netanyahu's out there floating it that China's making plans to attack them. These
Do they
people
got-
love to be in fear and fleeing from someone and being afraid and shit. They live off of it.
Mm.
They live off of it. Very warlike, dishonest people.
I got a question. Are they making nuclear warheads now in China?
Oh.
Well, they already have them. Sorry. Never
They
mind.
already have them, so it don't matter. Which is good. But they're Chinese. I mean, how good could they be, really? I mean, they live in bamboo buildings and shit, right? I saw it on a TV
Yeah.
show.
Tofu concrete.
Yeah.
Well, they can float ping pong balls
keep-
underwater.
Listen, Venezuela, China, none of these places can compare to our great, mighty American penis. We have such huge penis. Who could defeat us?
Good question.
And that's the way we act. That's the way we fucking act right there.
Yeah, I guess.
I got the biggest dick. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to.
Well, I could see the promotion we ran for Cubby paid off. Look at his ceiling now.
He did. That's the camera on the new device.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's an AI ceiling.
It adds a ceiling in.
It adds in the ceiling.
I upgraded.
Because it's
The
got
Amazon
extra
Studio.
RAM. It's got the extra RAM. That's it. RAM.
Yeah.
Sounds dirty, doesn't it?
Doesn't I heard something yesterday? I don't know where I heard, if it was your show or Rogers, that Ben Shapiro's father was in charge of the agency that that they had that uranium disappear.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Boy, how
I
fitting.
didn't know that. Yeah.
Little club, isn't it? Little club, little nepotistic club going on. That's what you're finding out. It goes even into the reaches of the army, in the military too. You even look at like the first unit to come across one of these supposed death camps in World War II just happened to be the United States Army Psychological Warfare Unit, and they had a Hollywood film crew along with them, and the director, what was his name, DeMille, another Jew. He was right there, got caught in the fucking footage. You know, his little director's outfit on even. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But there's something about there's going to be a false flag, man.
That's a little pretentious, don't you think? Like, I'm going to pull out the director's chair and get the horn out and roll.
The boots, little riding crop in the riding breeches. Yeah, hell yeah. That's how they do it. It is. They did dress like that back then. Listen, man, you read Hollywood Babylon, and you'll find out Hollywood goes all the way back to just perverts. And this shit's all connected. By the time the OTO, right? You remember with Crowley, of course, and then who'd he have working with him here in the United States? Jack Parsons. Jack Parsons introduced high-level military people to the fucking OTO. And then you zoom your way up into the 80s, and then we got this fucking Michael Aquino. What? Presidio, all that shit that goes along with that. Man, you find out that Hollywood, the military, Washington, D.C., and all these fucking satanic pedophiles are all connected together, man. And they're putting on a big show for you that distracts you from what's really going on. People think all this fucking bullshit is real. There's arguing between these politicians and everything. It's WWF bullshit. Donald Trump getting somebody trying to assassinate him, theatrics. That was all theatrics. Charlie Kirk was all theatrics. And it's designed to play your emotions, man. get you to divide, get you to take a side on something. That's all it is.
Well, instead of worrying about yourself and the people around you, you're more worried about the topics that are going on. That's more on your mind. It weighs on it. Yeah.
If you let it, that's why I comfortably say, look, I'm just documenting the fall of Western civilization. Okay.
I gotcha.
I can't do anything about it. We can. People can all get on board and we all just stop. And we all stop fucking participating. I mean, think about this. What would happen if just like everybody took their fucking license plates off their car and refused to put them back on? What do you think would happen? Are they going to pull over everybody? What the fuck? They give you a ticket, you just don't go fucking show up for it. You just fuck you here, throw it on the ground.
Stop paying taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Stop paying taxes.
Yeah, I was looking back to the Q&A thing and the comments. The main commenter in there is Wes, so he may have something to say about me. Maybe it was
the Q&A thing of where
on Platz's channel earlier.
Oh,
Wes was
I
the
don't
biggest.
see him. I have him blocked.
I got a letter today to renew my license, my driver's license, right? And it's like you got to bring in. They want you to bring all this BS information in that you got to do and stuff. It's like, well, you sent me the letter here, right?
Right,
Can this be
exactly.
considered part of my information, just out of curiosity? It's like, how did you know to find me?
Didn't you do that when I first got this fucking document in the
Right.
first place? Right?
How did you know how to find me?
Right.
I
And
got
what
a bigger
changed?
side.
What changed between now and then with this document? Why don't you just want to update the picture? Is that what you're after?
Right.
Why don't you
Right.
use your fancy age progression shit? Go ahead, do that instead.
The funny thing is during the jab, they allowed you to like not even come in. You could just renew it just automatically through online. And it's like,
Yeah.
why can't we still do that? Why did that end? Like, I don't know. It's
They have
so
to
stupid.
justify their existence because they can't
Pretty
work from
much.
home no more. See?
Yeah, exactly.
I got
But
an
another quick funny thing about it too is like, it's like it comes. It's like, what does it say? Some DMVs you have to make an appointment at. It's like, well, you are the Secretary of State sending me this from the state of Illinois. Wouldn't you know which DMVs those are? Can you just tell me you have to make an appointment at the DMV you'll go see? Anyway, it's just a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, it is. It's just more to get you roped into this fucking nonsense. That's what the whole thing's about. They want to keep you roped into this crap.
And I guess real quick, I'll add to that. Did you know also that if you don't get the real ID, which I'm not going to, you can just now pay, I think, $40 or $45 to do some kind of processing fee when you get your tickets. It's like, so then what's the point of the real ID? It's
Right.
like you found out that nobody wanted the goddamn thing, and now you want to, start charging fees to people that didn't get the real ID. The whole thing is just, I don't know, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's insane. It really
I
is.
think that's why they made it like that to drive you.
I'm 2 years behind on my. I'm 2 years behind on my property tax, and I guess they're sending me letters. Come pay your property tax. I'm trying to figure out a way. I shouldn't have to pay that, but because
Well, the reality of it is if you don't pay it, then it's because you are listed still on your deed. It's not
the
the
register.
owner.
On the
You're
register.
not the owner. You're the tenant.
Mm-hmm.
Read it carefully.
Yeah,
So
I got
you don't really own the land, and that's how they get around that shit, man. You have to. What do they call it? An allodial title. But anyway, that's not what we're here about tonight. Taxes is theft, man. What we need to do is just, and like back in the day, you ever heard of a penny auction? They foreclose on somebody's farm and shit, and then people would all get together and listen. You didn't never bid no higher than a penny at the bank's auction. You didn't bid no higher than a penny. And that way it would go to somebody there, it's a friend, and they would give it back to the family.
Yeah, I heard about that. During the 20s.
Yeah, and if somebody wanted to try to come in there to bid and try to get the farm so they could own it and shit, they'd meet up with a pretty bad end. Some people would kind of carry them off and make sure they didn't come back.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde were basically anti-bank, and they would go around to different homesteads and they would hide them because they were fighting against the bank system.
Well, it was that too. But even better than that is like the Jesse James and them. They were destroying these fucking mortgages and shit that they had on land, keeping the bank from being able to foreclose on them. They'd even tell them, say, no, people in the bank. They said, we're not here after that. We're here for the bank's money.
They were heroes, but they made them out to be villains in the movies.
Sure enough. Fighting against the same people too. Was it what's the last name? Harriman, the Harrimans. Those people are still they're tightly that's the Wells Fargo, and that's the bunch that's tied in with the Bushes, man. The Harrimans.
Mm-hmm.
It's all one big fucking mafia family, man. The whole thing's a big fucking mafia family.
Yeah, it's criminal. Yeah.
Think about that with the wars. Think of it like it's a movie. Like, so the villains in the war were actually the good guys,
right? A lot of times, yeah. The way they did World War II. I mean, really, we were. I agree with George Patton. We were fighting the wrong sons of bitches. We really were. And what happened? We helped Stalin, and spread communism through Europe, man,
and the British Empire.
Yep. It was crazy. Let's see.
What did you say about Stalin yesterday? I remember somebody made a comment about like, oh, you must be a communist supporting Stalin lover.
Yeah. Well, somebody said, "Oh, Stalin was not a Jew." He most certainly was. He was an Ashkenazi, bro. This is well known.
Yeah, and in the early tens and teens, 1914, Wilson supported the takeover of the money system, and it was all the commies were created in America and basically came from
New
America.
York.
New York, yeah.
In New York and Brooklyn. Trotsky, Lenin, all them guys were sent over from right and funded right out of Brooklyn, New York.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
New York used to be called New Amsterdam.
By guess who? By guess who? They wear little tiny hats.
You know who the real tiny hats are? You know the papacy and all the cardinals, they wear the tiny hats too.
Uh-huh.
I think they created.
You wear a ring. You can wear a ring on every finger. They're all the same thing. They're all fingers of the same hand that's choking the fucking shit out of us. Here's what we need, and this is what I propose, guys. No more isms. Let's not have any more isms. It seems that isms are the problem. People are immersed into isms. We got to just fucking get rid of the isms.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea to me. We don't need no more isms. Down with isms. Oh, this was pretty cool. I found this. This is
down with dope, up with hope. Yeah, I'm down with no isms.
What's this thing I found about sky ice? Oh, that's kind of long, but is that how long is that thing? 1:28. This is kind of interesting. It's Kent Hovind again. I don't know if you're familiar with his shit or not. How do I get to make it big? See if I go like that. And I go like, all right, there I got it. I figured it out. I figured out Facebook. Yay for me. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I wanted to show this before I forget about it because I'm not dicking around over on Facebook right now.
There's a guy in Iowa got curious, why do the birds start chirping an hour before sunrise? He found out the chirping of the birds is a frequency that helps open up the plant cell stomata on the bottom of the leaf, and it lets the plant start breathing in the morning. It helps set the alarm clock or wakes the plant up. He found out that frequency is found in cat purrs. When a cat gets injured, it purrs at a specific frequency that helps its bones and tissues heal. The same with the buzz of giant honeybees and the croak of frogs. He got curious and tested the frequency. Every one of them showed 128 hertz. Then he wanted to test 128 hertz on his body, so he got himself a tuning fork. He'd place it on his head, sometimes his knees, and sometimes his shoulders. He kept doing it every day for a week. He noticed a few changes in his body. He started getting deeper sleep, his mind was more clear in the morning, and he no longer felt the pain in his joints. This was from way back in the 60s. Now there's been a lot more research on this frequency. They're now linking 128 hertz to activating your body's natural healing ability.
Just activate it, put it on the area that you're feeling tension.
He sends a nice, gentle wave throughout the skin, muscles.
I just did a little.
Yeah, so the rest of it, that's where you can get those tuning forks and everything. Of course, you're selling them. But I thought that was really interesting about the birds and opening the stomatas on the plants. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Everything here has a purpose. Everything here has a purpose. It's all part of the one big earth system, and each thing plays its little part in that system to make it work. And this is the problem with a lot of these, especially with globe heads. And it's because of the academia, the way academia is. Everything is separate. Everything is separate. It's compartmentalized, where it should all be incorporated together. That's what people don't understand, is if you incorporate these things together, you get a better understanding of the world than if you compartmentalize them into the different categories or whatever perceived categories, because everything is connected, you know, and even things that you wouldn't seemingly think were connected are connected. If that makes any sense, I hope. Anyway, I would like to get
tuning forks. I bought a set of them.
Did you? How do they work? Wow, who's that? Whose chair is creaky like that?
Your mic picks up everything.
When's your birthday, Peter? We're gonna send you a can of WD-40, buddy.
I got some over here on the counter. You mean to wrap it up for you right quick?
Did you know that didn't start out as a lubricant? It was a product that was sold to the military as a rust inhibitor that they coated the outside of ballistic missiles with. Ain't that wild?
It's water.
Hey, this shit works great, man. For lubing up the
water displacement 40.
Water displacement 40. That's right.
Yeah, it was their 40th attempt to create this water displacement spray.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard. Who knows?
Sure, because it keeps the water. It'll keep the water off of the off of there. It's not soluble, but with water at all. Oh, that's not the one. Oh God, that one's stupid. Oh, okay. Do you know that song by Collective Soul, "Shine"?
Yeah.
Heaven let your light. Okay. Think if you got to hear it as a gospel.
I like them.
It's trippy. I did too. I liked them too. They probably wouldn't take the contract. You know what I mean?
I actually did they did a USO tour, you know, where they go around to all the military bases, and we helped set up their concert, and they ate dinner with us. They're really cool guys.
Oh man.
They even did I can't remember. They did a cover of Pink Floyd at that concert too. Anyway, go ahead with your stuff.
This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Listen to this.
Give me a word, give me a sign. Show me where to look, tell me what will I find? What will I find? Lay me on the ground, fly me in the sky. Show me where to look, tell me what will I find? What will I find? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. to share. Teach me where to go. Tell me, will love be there? Will love be there? Yeah. Heaven, let your light shine down. 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 Give me a word, give me a sign. Show me where to look, tell me what will I find.
It's pretty hot, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
sounded pretty
decent.
good.
Yeah. You want to
like
hear the history of WD-40 from the
Go for it, dude.
Okay. Well, in 1953, in San Diego lab, California, a fledgling rocket chemical company and its staff was trying to create a line of rust-prevented solvents and degreasers for the Atlas rocket. They had 40 attempts to do it, and on the 40th attempt, they actually got the patent right. They got the magic WD-40. That's the history of WD-40.
What
And
are
I
you
am
sourcing
Paul
this
Harvey,
from?
and I will be here all night.
Source.
Where'd you
Yes,
get that
it-
from?
Source, okay, is the history from WD-40, actually.
Oh, okay.
From the WD-40 website.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
their
They
history.
even have a website. See, they got their shit going on. They know
I'm
what's up.
telling you.
They know what's up. I bet you could probably even order. You know what I thought was really cool? They got like a little WD-40 pen.
Ooh, yeah, I've seen
You know,
it.
for like just a little dab that you need.
Mhm.
Kind of hard to get with, even with the straw. It's got like a push-in thing. You push it in, it just puts a dab of that shit wherever you need it.
Yeah, for that door hinge you can't get to.
Yeah.
That's just when you spray the hell out of it and hope for the best. But yeah, that song was good. The interpretive dance, I could have done without it, but
Yeah. It was.
That was right
Yeah,
there.
man. He was feeling it though, man.
I
He
know,
was
I'm
feeling
just
it.
kidding.
You know, it's he was doing his own
felt
thing.
it in the soul, in the
Yeah.
collective soul.
Yeah, man. But that's a pretty inspirational song to begin with, and I think just even putting it in that kind of a context really still hits home. I like it.
I think that was their first big hit. Actually, their lead singer is pretty expressive when he plays music too. If you ever watch him, he's just real, he gets real expressive in the way he does things.
That was around 93, 94, wasn't it? 92, somewhere in there.
Probably, yeah. It was a ways back. It was when I was in high school, I think.
Yeah, it was quite a ways back, man.
I like David Koreshi's out here saying assless rockets.
Assless rockets. There you go.
Yikes.
So you got something on your mind there, buddy?
That's what
This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Check this out.
Is it just me, or should we do that thing we're supposed to do when the government becomes unjust and unruly? When the government becomes unjust and unruly, it is the duty of the people to abolish it and create anew. Isn't it time that all reps should be charged with treason in government? They don't represent the people, they represent corporations. I don't know. I'm just some weird guy in the beard and the hat. What do I know? Is it just me?
I believe it is. I believe it has come to that time, man. They are just out of fucking control. Okay. And this latest thing with Venezuela, that just proves it. That's just dumb. And what they trying to float it as, because they're narco drug traffickers or narco terrorists or so. Oh, shut the fuck up.
They seem kind of oddly silent about that today.
I have an
I don't know.
idea.
I guess it was they've got this thing where they're trying to get Maduro, and something I heard where Maduro went to Brazil and they can't get to him. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What, to escape or whatever.
But I think it might have something to do with too the fact that there's so little support publicly on these actions. People are going, he's going, but look how great it'll be for our economy if we have that oil. Yeah, but you can't go fucking stealing people's shit, man.
No.
Come on.
He went to Brazil, you said? Isn't that funny how they pretty much their old leader, Bolsonaro, had to escape to, so they say, the U.S., Florida. And then now they're taking in other leaders. This whole thing's funny. But anyway.
Yeah, it's some crazy shit going on.
I have a solution though, right quick. Now, just
Me
hear me
too.
out. We get a nice, very large cage, size it up for like all the world leaders and representatives and Congress and whatnot, and we'll haul them around and just throw stuff at them as they pull them through each town.
I was thinking more like, a big pit to throw them in and bury them, man.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
You know what I'm saying?
We
We
get
don't
some
need
entertainment.
we don't need their little bullshit at all, And
could-
just for the crimes that they've committed against the people, theft, murder.
There's one. Yeah.
And you can't. And I'm talking about of American citizens.
So
this is bullshit. Why do we have these fucking idiots?
Good question. But I mean, we could do that after we haul them around and throw stuff at them.
Well, if you want to go through the trouble, I'd be happy enough to just watch on pay-per-view somebody, dispatch the problem.
Dispatch.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I do here? There's the moon. When the moon hits your eye like a bigger pizza pie, that's amore.
Speaking of that, I liked your yesterday's thumbnail. That was an excellent scale of the plane and the ISS. That was beautiful.
I know, ain't that crazy? And then somebody had to say, is that really a plane 7 miles away? Did you measure? And I'm like, why don't you, eat my nuts? You're the one with the spaceman stories, man. Come on. Star Trek. It's never going to happen. There's no women on Earth will have sex with you, and there's no green bitches in space that will have sex with you. Get over it, okay? It's just how it is.
You're still in my dream, so.
Yeah, don't take away my dream. I want to be like Captain Kirk. They get this idea that they're going to be flying around doing like on Star Trek and shit. Bro, no, you're not. It's going to be boring as fuck, and you're going to be drinking your own piss. It's disgusting. I don't know where these people get this from. Anyway.
Okay, you guys, Candace Owens tweets this just a couple days ago stating there is a 9/11 style attack coming the second week of December, and she may be onto something. Now, I found a couple things, starting with this, an ex-user by the name of Tally Hall Album who predicted Charlie Kirk's assassination. And I quote, "It'd be funny if someone like Charlie Kirk got shot on September 10th, laughing my ass off, and they posted that on September 3rd. How?" Then 10 days later, they tweet this, Donald Trump, December 14th, in which would be the second week of December. Now, if something were to happen to Donald Trump like this, it would be just as big as 9/11, if not even bigger. Now, it's also to note, I actually saw these tweets myself around that time. Then this account gets deactivated and now it's reactivated, but now the tweets are gone. Now, Candace is echoing the same warnings as Sarah Adams, a former CIA officer, in which she's been on many podcasts and platforms now stating that America is completely compromised and this is bound to happen. But it gets even weirder. Okay, you guys remember this sidekick, Brandon Biggs, who predicted Donald Trump's assassination to a T? Yeah, he also predicts a major financial crash.
It'd be a great economy crash. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash, worse than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this.
Could it be that a 9/11 style event trigger a financial crash? Because that's not out of the question. And nothing's off the table at this point because we've already seen an Afghan national shoot 2 National Guards, unaliving one who actually had history and worked with the CIA themselves.
If that actually really happened.
Did anybody have this on their bingo card yet? Now, she also said, this will age well, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But my motto is, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Make sure you guys get in my Telegram to stay up to date. Also, my YouTube, Maverick Approach. But what do you guys think Candace knows? Let me know below.
She knows whatever the script is going to tell her and they're going to put out there into the ethos. That's what she knows. She's part of the show, man.
Makes sense.
This whole thing, like that guy with his prediction about Trump, Okay, so he knew that he knew the script that was going to be run, because we all know that nobody shot at Trump. That was fake as shit. That whole thing, that whole event was like a WWF. It was a promotional.
You get back to
you know what I'm saying? When you see the guy guiding the photographers to get there and then telling them to lower the flag, and then they get that iconic shot. You know, same thing with the Charlie Kirk. People are chasing around ghost shooters that don't exist. So there it is. What's happening, Mike? Who are you talking to, brother?
He's talking to his audience with what he's
I'm
doing.
talking about Jeff. So I saw it's your birthday. Is it your birthday today?
Yes, sir.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you turning? 25, 26?
Exactly. Wow, you're pretty good at that.
I'm good at guessing ages. What can I say? So
yeah.
You could probably guess weights at the carnival too.
Is that music coming from me?
No, that's
okay.
This is a little background music.
All right, very good. I like the background music.
It's the Bob Crew generation. It's a song called "Music to Watch Girls By."
I love music. Well, I mean, it does have that jazzy kind of feel to it. Yeah, I just wanted to stop in. I'm about to wrap up because I'm
asked of why alive rent free in their heads.
Oh, Brenda wants to know why she lives rent free in your heads for $2.
Why she what?
Lives rent free in your heads.
She doesn't. In fact, I hadn't thought of her until just now when she made her little appearance or whatever.
A little vomit came up in my throat when he said it.
Well, then you're welcome. And then we have Monkey Cat Papa says hi. He just wants to
Hi,
know.
Monkey Cat. Hey, tell him I bumped my head on a chunk of gas yesterday.
You bumped your head on a chunk of gas. Man,
Yeah,
that sounds not painful at all.
How did you do it without a container, Saw?
25, but it's in dog years.
It had it had a jagged edge on it. That's why it hurt so bad.
Actually, we're actually going over today. We're going over when Swala was on Vlad's show like a year ago, covering when you guys were covering the final experiment, and it was really great. And you mentioned unicorn, like pink unicorns and stuff. Someone in chat said that unicorn farts require a container. Is that correct?
Well, I would imagine they would, or they wouldn't become farts. What happens to the fart once it leaves the containment of the ass?
It disperses.
There you go.
Into people's noses, which a nose can be considered a container as well.
And elsewhere. Well, yeah, it goes right into another series of containers. You yourself are a container full of containers.
Yeah. Dry ice is a chunk of gas, is solid CO2. Do you know
No, it's not. It's a solid. It's frozen CO2, and it's a different state of matter than a gas. So it's a gas that's been frozen, but it's no longer a gas because it's in a solid state. Solids, gases, and liquids are different states of matter.
What about plasma? You forgot plasma.
Well, plasma, yeah. But they're different states of matter.
I also have an inquiry. How do atomic clocks work?
I don't know. They sync up. As far as I know, there's some. I guess it goes off of the decay of an uranium atom or some kind of shit like that. The one that people have in their house is not really an atomic clock. It's just it's set on a frequency to sync up to the nearest atomic clock closest to you. For instance, mine, I have one in my bedroom, and it syncs up to the observatory atomic clock that they have in Washington D.C. When I was out west, I had to set that, and it would go to one I think that was in Seattle. I'm not mistaken, I forget where the hell it was, but it was somewhere closer to the West Coast. And
I feel time dilating right now, even as we speak. I think this is where we're going with this.
Oh, you're dilating. Your time dilating. Okay,
we gotta get you to the hospital.
Roger, breathe.
All right.
Push,
What is it? Seven inches.
Now push. We have dilation. We have time dilation. It's crowning. I see it.
We have rules. There's no time bending. I'm sorry, but we don't allow bending of space and time. I'm sorry.
No, we can't have that. If you bend and warp the space time, then there won't be enough room for parking.
So Yeah. Also, I'm being asked: is the heart a pump or a container?
What do you mean?
probably-
Is it a pump or a container? What do you
I don't
mean?
know.
Could it be both?
Is the heart? Is the
Could it
heart
be
a pump?
both? Could it be both? Does it contain blood? Well, of course it does, because otherwise, when it contracts, it wouldn't squeeze the liquid into other areas, would it?
So
it had to be
what is the heart
contained in
doing
that
when
way.
it contracts and expands? Is it
They
pumping?
say that's beating. Yes, it's actually working a series of valves.
Yeah. So the whole heart it contracts and expands, contracts and
Yes,
expands.
yeah.
So that's what a pump does. Yeah.
But we're not. What is there? Somebody thinking that I am some kind of an anatomist or
No, you're a cardiologist. So
a
that's-
cardiologist
You don't
or
need,
some shit
you don't
like
need to
that?
be a cardiologist to understand that the heart is actually a pump.
Okay.
Also, all right, raise a hand.
You
Raise
say
a hand.
so?
Raise of hands.
In the scheme of things, though, what does it matter?
Well, it does. It's just hilarious that you don't think it's a pump. That's what it's really funny that an obvious pump, which is your heart, you say is not a pump. It's just really funny. So I just wanted to verify that. Raise of hands before I head out.
That way, though. Pumps don't work that way.
Raise of hands.
Valves work that
who
way.
here has a grapefruit?
Has a what?
You didn't hear what he said.
A grapefruit.
A grapefruit?
Oh, Peter raised his hand. Peter raised his hand. Peter, you and
Go
me,
away.
high five.
Go away. This is
Let's go
free
some
contest
grapefruits together.
here.
I hear it's
Go
fantastic.
away.
Okay.
All right, have
He's not
a happy
Hey,
birthday.
hey, Twitch.
Have a
Twitch,
happy
real
birthday,
quick.
Sav.
Hey,
Thank
Twitch.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Twitchy. Oh,
Fucking
Twitch
moron.
left. Never mind, I had a
Oh, what
question.
an idiot! Well, see, they can't. That's what they need for engagement.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I got a handful of gas.
Do you? What does it smell like?
What's going on, Mandry?
How you doing?
Good, pretty good.
It's good to see you.
We got we got Porter here with us too, man.
Hey, Porter. Long time no see.
What's up, Raj?
It was like, hey, Raj, what's happening? I used to watch that show.
Oh, yeah,
Made my dad mad.
What's up, rerun?
Rerun. What's happening, rerun? Hey.
Hey, don't forget Dee. She was the best one, man. I'm telling
You know what she did after that show?
No.
She became a veterinarian, and she had this huge veterinary clinic, really good veterinary clinic. Afterwards, she just died recently.
That's not good.
No, but
She had a
happens
couple
to
of other shows where she was like a taxi driver, and she was on a couple other shows too that were only around for a little while. 1 in a Million.
See, most of the time, them kids, they usually get fucked up. You know, they're fucked up mess by the time they're an adult, and that's kind of a success story there with the girl that played Dee. You know, a lot of times they can become a fucked up mess. Any of these child actors. You know, look at who's that little kid that always with his face. From the Home Alone movies. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. I mean, he's pretty fucked up. Corey Feldman, he's all fucked up.
He's a hell of a guitarist.
Hannah Montana, all in fucking child stars, you know. And I mean, like Shirley Temple, you got to hear some of the stories she was telling about, man.
A lot of
This is
the
crazy.
a lot of the actors are coming out saying they're miserable. Their life
course.
is miserable.
Of course it is.
They sold out and found out it wasn't worth it.
No, it's late enough at night, but check this out. You ever watched a show called All in the Family?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when it was
Archie
brand new TV
Bunker.
Yeah. I'm going to show you. This is why you could never, ever, ever. This show would never make it today. It
I
would
already
get
know why.
canceled so quick. This would get canceled so quick. This is great. I remember
love
this
this
episode
show.
too.
I still watch it.
Pardon me.
Okay, well, let's watch it then, Rocky.
Pardon me asking, but does your husband do a lot of the cooking over your house?
He does all of it. He loves it.
Oh, well, ain't you a little afraid of what people could think?
You mean that I'm a lazy wife?
No, that he's a fag.
That was subtle. I'm telling you.
Beautiful.
Well, that was the thing. Archie just didn't hold nothing back. He was just like, and of course, in his world, that was acceptable to say that.
True comedy.
It was. It was.
It was right up to. I think DJ Moon's onto the conspiracy here. You see this?
DJ Moon is onto the conspiracy.
Yeah, that's the new Wolfpack. Undebunking.
Oh,
Probably
who
put
gives a
together
fuck?
by a vampire named Duffy.
Who
Oh,
cares
there
about
you
those
go.
guys?
Good
Cares.
God.
Nothing but
A
dogs.
vampire named Duffy. That's terrible.
People
I
in
thought it was
crap.
kind of fun.
So our good friend, the People's Voice, Sean, has a very interesting video I ran across. Came out 7 hours ago. Let me bring this up real quick. And then we got Mike joining the panel down here.
You got some pills for us?
No, Mr. Van Dyke's here. That's what it is. He's an Austrian kid. And he's got a brother named Chris. He's a nice guy.
Thank you. Thanks
You're
a lot,
welcome,
yeah.
Mike.
So, searching for the truth and always going with the good things. That's very important, of course.
True.
What's going on here?
It's the way you are with other people, and then you can do magic things with them. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Yeah, it's another world. It's a much better world in which I live now. Than compared when I was growing up.
All right.
Good to see you, Mike.
So anyway, Mike, good to have you up here. This is
Thank you.
This is I ran across this. It went up 7 hours ago, and I saved it. So this is kind of interesting.
I thought the video had started when he did his dialogue. It was tripping.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize somebody else joined. I was like, what the hell is going on?
He said Mike came in. I've done shows with Mike.
Lots of Americans here. I feel
like
that.
a dude, kinda that talks. Watch, you'll see. It kind of sounds like him.
All right, ready?
All these slangs, I have to get you. But it's easy, man.
Right on.
If you know one, you know all.
I'm going to start the video now.
All right.
NASA just drops the mother of all bombshells, and the mainstream media buried it faster than a cat covers its own shit. They finally admitted it. We never went to the moon. The Apollo landings, total Hollywood production. Stanley Kubrick's greatest hits, filmed on a soundstage with better lighting than your narcissistic ex's Instagram. Insiders in the space industry have known this for decades. Rocket scientists whisper it in bars. Engineers laugh about the Van Allen belts over coffee. Yet the official story still stands. And anybody who questions it gets labeled a tinfoil lunatic. So why now, after 50 plus years, is NASA suddenly spilling the beans? And why is the world still asleep? Here's the truth, plain and brutal. No human has ever been beyond 1,200 miles above Earth. Not in 1969, not in 2025. Not American, Russian, Chinese, ancient Egyptian, nobody. Low Earth orbit is the ceiling. Always has been. Except supposedly for 12 guys who blasted 240,000 miles to the moon and back 6 times. Using a computer weaker than the chip in your toaster. In 1969, when color television was still a flex and microwaves weren't a thing. Fast forward 55 years and your phone has more raw power than every computer on Earth did back then. Every computer on Earth combined. We've got reusable rockets landing themselves like it's nothing. And NASA excuse for never going back? We lost the technology. Poof, gone. Apparently it was destroyed. But they won't tell us why or how.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. The only limit to a human future is in our own imagination.
Seems legit. But it gets even worse. For decades, every serious researcher begged NASA, let us study the original Apollo 11 telemetry tapes. NASA's first answer, oops, we lost them. 2,000 priceless reels gone. Then the story flipped. Actually, we raised them and reused the tapes to save a few bucks during budget cuts. The only existing video of mankind's greatest achievement, recorded over with routine satellite data because the agency was a little short on cash. That was their official line. Let that sink in.
Here goes Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, step down on the moon, right? One giant step for all of us. Most amazing stories watched by, you know how many people? 600 million people.
And we're getting a picture on the TV.
We all know them. They're blurry. They're really terrible. You look at them and you're like, they're ghosts. You can kind of see through them. And it's why there's controversy about the moon landing in the first place. Because people are like, they faked it. Look at it. It's like bad special effects. You know what they think happened to the original moon tapes? Is they might have been taped over. Taped over, right? It's not a cassette. It's not an old mixtape from college. And I do want to tell you, my great mixtapes, you know, there was Melty Fresh, Belle Biv de Melts, Please Melts, Don't Hurt 'Em. Those tapes were precious to me. I still didn't tape them over. These are the moon landings.
Apparently, they've since found the original tapes in a suburban garden shed in Las Vegas. Conveniently for NASA, they weren't found in a Hollywood basement used by Stanley Kubrick. Because let's face it, how likely is it that NASA would actually tape over the original footage of mankind's greatest achievements? Because of budget cuts. Really? Then there was the press conference where Michael Collins said they couldn't see any stars.
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Then in his own book published in 1994, he waxed poetic about how breathtaking the stars looked from the lunar surface. Brilliant, endless, sharper than anything he'd ever seen. Let's face facts. Everything that was done 50 years ago is 1,000 times cheaper and easier to do today. Are we actually expected to believe that we went to the moon in this piece of shit 50 years ago? I've seen homeless encampments on Skid Row that have more insulation. I've seen Met Gala costumes that look sturdier than that. No wonder people are waking up.
They say, oh, well, it could be because of the topography, and it could also be more than one light source, and that's more likely. When you got a shadow going like this and a shadow going like that, well, we know we went to the moon, so let's come up with another explanation. Let's not assume we went to the moon, and let's look at that and say, is that the sun, or is that multiple light sources at close range? There's videos that it looks like they're bouncing around on trampolines. The physics are not the same in Apollo 11 as they are on Apollo 15 and 16. All of a sudden, they can cover great distances. They're doing these weird, giant, long leaps that they weren't doing before. The whole thing's weird. It's
really
also
weird.
during a time where they were completely full of shit about everything.
You had 3 networks.
They lied about the Gulf of Tonkin incident that led us into Vietnam. They lied about who killed JFK. They lied about everything.
MK Ultra.
Everything.
And you know, this is what gets me with these fucking globetards. It's like you've been lied to about every goddamn thing, every major event that's ever occurred in your life, and you believe this nonsense. And they get really mad about it, man. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Why wouldn't they lie about it? Which is cheaper, get you to believe it or actually do it if it were possible? Come on, man. If it were possible, they'd be doing it a lot, right?
Yeah. In 67, most people didn't have a TV. They heard it on the radio, basically.
69 was the Apollo landing. We had a
69.
TV. Everybody I knew had a TV.
War of the Worlds was on the radio. People actually killed themselves.
Yeah.
During War of the Worlds, people went out and committed crimes and all kinds of shit because of that.
The way
because
it started,
they really thought that the end of the world was coming.
It started with a news broadcast, and that freaked everybody out. They thought it was a real broadcast.
Well, I want to get back to 69. What happened in the summer of 69? That's what I want to know.
Well, you had the La Bianca tape murders happened. You had Woodstock,
the Challenger, or no, sorry, that's way off.
Vietnam.
Vietnam was escalating.
Challenger was in the 80s.
I had to make the American people feel good about the government. That way you don't mind them napalming villages of children and women. Good times.
So you were
Charles
to send
Manson.
3 criminals to
Everything was bullshit. All of it was bullshit. Operation Northwoods. There was all these things that were going on at the same time. So it's like they were more than accustomed to lying. Why would they tell the truth and nothing but the truth about this one thing?
NASA's own people are openly admitting Apollo was a Cold War psyop. The footage faked. The rocks terrestrial. The whole damn triumph scripted. They're not even hiding it anymore. And when you hear the exact words Vladimir Putin dropped about America's moon lie, the one that made the White House go radio silent, you'll finally understand why they've kept the truth buried for over half a century. Today's sponsor is ReliableMedicines.com. The price of medicine, all of their FDA, thanks to the type of medicine
of small cell lung cancer. 3 months.
Tip and when you spent this video. Let's think about this rationally. In 1969, we sent a tiny homeless tent covered in aluminium foil 250,000 miles away to a precise location, when even being 1/1000th of an inch off in any part of the launch would have caused the ship to miss the moon by thousands of miles. And yet, we landed it. We played golf with clubs somehow snuck into the craft without NASA's knowledge. And now, we can't even get humans past 1,000 miles above sea level. And now, the kill shot, straight from the Kremlin. Vladimir Putin asked point blank about Apollo. It was the greatest spectacle of the 20th century. America needed bread and circuses while her boys died in Vietnamese jungles. So they gave the world a circus on the moon. Pure Hollywood. The people cheered, the ratings soared, and nobody asked why the emperor was naked. Then the hammer. A Russian investigation fed the original 1969 footage into Google's latest AI forensic suite. Result? The AI stamped it fake. Synthetic imagery, composited frames, digital trickery. Watch Putin's reaction. He doesn't flinch. Just a cold half smile, like a man who's known the punchline for 50 years.
На этом фото ей кажутся ненастоящими. В то же время вот фотография китайского лунохода у нее особенных вопросов не вызывает.
А это то, что кажется не настоящим?
Да, да, вот то, что красное.
Сетка гугловская, не наша. Чтобы не было предвзятости. Удивительно, но там точно вот она смотрит по очень много параметров, в том числе там падение светотеней и так далее, и показывает, что инкорпорировано фотография.
Right now, we're inside the biggest red pill moment in history. The moon lie is just a crack in the dam. Once it bursts, everything they've sold us, history, money, power, even reality itself, comes crashing down. That's why they're panicking. The harder they censor, the more desperate the smears, the faster people wake up. Every ban, every fact check, every erased tape is another alarm clock ringing. We're not just exposing one hoax, we're dismantling the entire control matrix. And here's what they don't want you to know. The VPN industry that you were
There you go. He does that well. He goes seamlessly into selling a VPN.
He's good at it, yeah.
And pills.
Now, I want to say one thing right quick. If you don't buy the moon landings, you're not a patriot, boy. That's what I'm going to say now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a patriot?
Mel Gibson.
You don't love America.
See, I look at, this form of patriotism that most people have as a form of really sick fucking Stockholm syndrome. My country is not my government. Okay. It's that simple. My country is not my government. I have a country that has a government. My government is horrible. My country is cool. The people of this country are, well, for the most part, they're getting worse, though. They're getting worse. More and more of them are succumbing to the materialistic aspect of reality, and then becoming more and more dishonest, feeding into Satan, being more and more dishonest to obtain shit. To obtain stuff, to get things, and that's exactly what the whole lure in the first place was, because there was a promise if you eat of that fruit that you'll be like God. See,
gotcha.
Oh, really? I can, and then think of all the stuff I can have. Wow, Yeah.
Yeah, but
And as
there
far
are
as
times you're not happy
Putin,
anymore. You know,
Putin
stuff that doesn't make you happy.
Putin not reacting like because they have a space program too, and they think a lot of
That's
shit.
why you're always seeking. You know, you always want something, and you see it in the TV, in the radio, and wow, this is the best thing. You need to have it. So you go and buy. You know, yeah. This is capitalism, and in the end stadium, like here in Europe, it's the same.
Well, it's people disconnected.
It's all breaking apart.
Yeah.
Disconnected people from nature.
Our government is the shittiest government you can imagine here in Austria.
Well, I don't know. They're all shitty. They're all shitty.
No, but this is extremely shitty because
They're
Austria is
all
a very small
extremely
country.
shitty. Mike, they're all extremely shitty.
Yeah,
There are no
but
good
Austria is a
governments.
very small country. That's
We're
why it's
better at
very
being
sensible.
shitty. We're
you know?
better at being shitty.
Who is a good government?
There is no good government, of course
Right.
not. Not
They're
in
all
this,
shitty.
not in this situation. You know, you
Look
need
at
people
look at my
that really
my
love their
government.
land, and these people must go and be the heroes, or you know, they have
Hey,
to say,
Mike.
now we have to do this and this because else we are gonna crash with the whole train. You know.
Hey, Mike, look at my fucking government. The government, not mine, the government that imposes itself on me here. Okay, look at that one. This guy thinks he's the goddamn king of the world. He thinks, oh, I'm gonna close the airspace of another sovereign country, and I'm gonna enforce it with our military. Is that not an act of war?
I know, and it's all fake, like this shooting at him and everything. It was all fake. It was all to get the people on the right track, you know.
What
To get
right
the
track?
military
Boy,
in
he
the
let him
street.
right down. He
Now
let him
you
off
have
the cliff.
now you have the military in the streets, you know, and
Yeah.
you know what comes next, you know.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, listen here. Listen.
The big cities, run from the big cities, get out of there.
Here's a
Tell you.
very interesting oration I think that y'all should hear. Okay, listen to this.
It appears to have slipped Mr. Roosevelt's mind that Palestine is not being occupied by German troops, but by English ones. By brute force, England is curtailing Palestinian freedom and is robbing the Palestinians of their independence to the advantage of Jewish intruders for whose cause the Palestinians suffer the most cruel of abuses. The Arabs living in this territory assuredly have not complained to Roosevelt of German aggressions. Rather, in persistent appeals to international public opinion, the Arabs lament the barbaric methods by means of which England seeks to overpower a people who loves its freedom and fights only to defend it. And this may well be one of the problems Mr. Roosevelt would like to see solved at the council table. It ought to be decided by an impartial judge and not by brute force, military means, mass executions, the torching of villages, the dynamiting of houses, and so on. One thing is certain. In this case, England cannot claim to be repulsing the threat of an Arab attack on England.
Have you ever heard that before?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's a historical speech. It was a historical speech. It was given back just before World War II. You didn't never hear it probably because that was the Mustache Man. That was translated. That was the Mustache Man.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of his translations coming out lately.
I mean, I thought that was fantastic, you know, because that really illustrates what was going on. We only get this one-sided, skewed fucking story, and it's mostly a lie.
Yeah, that's the problem. The government lies to us all the time. Here in Austria, it's completely the same. These guys, you know, normally you have to pull them out and show them what's real, you know, normally. Because they do things. If I do these things, I will go my whole life in the prison, you know. But they can do fucking oh yeah, shit on it, man, you know, like this.
Well,
and
I
the people have to follow.
I got a question
Why?
for you.
Because
Think
they
about
do nothing. Because the people do nothing. That's the problem.
The same people crashing, controlling the banks and crashing the money, and inflating it and deflating it, or the same ones that were doing it there.
That's their system. They built it. The rich build it for themselves, of course. What else?
Well, I got a question about that speech that Kennedy gave. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that?
I know.
And
Yeah, I would say that. but not for this, not for the rules, but for my country. Yes, of course, I love my country where I come from.
So he's trying to spark patriotism. Is what he's trying.
Well, think about that thing he said another time. He would these people will just say shit and people cheer. But think about this. And we choose to go to the moon and do the other thing.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? Nobody ever did ask him, hey, Mr. President, what's the other thing that you're talking about?
Bring back real money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
On the
Give me
moon.
$30 million a day. It's okay. No problem. We do this.
It's easy. Easy peasy.
Yeah, just get some tattoos on your forearms and put some rings in your face, and you know everything.
Here's where a lot of people are getting really pissed off. You see it now. This guy, you know what he's about. Look at his hat and everything, right? Listen to this. He's getting fucking mad.
You might want to turn your volume down because I'm about to cuss a lot. But what I'm about to say, I know millions of Americans feel this way. But this message goes out to President Trump, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, GOP, the Republican Party. What the fuck is taking so long? You're about to complete your first year and no one has been held accountable of weaponizing the DOJ, the fraud that's been exposed, USAID and all that NGO money, the illegal immigrants who were flown to America on US taxpaying dollars, the motherfuckers from Afghanistan sent here who just killed our National Guard. No one has been held fucking accountable yet. And we're getting sick and fucking tired of waiting for accountability. And I don't want to hear that bullshit. Lou, trust the process. It takes time to build a case. No, fuck that. You're in your first year. We know what you know, and we've been calling this shit out for years now. And no one has been held accountable. Not Obama, not Biden, not Clapper, not Brennan, not Comey, not Pelosi. And we've known about this for years. We're getting sick and tired of fucking waiting. We fought day in and day out the last 10 years with our hands tied behind our fucking back, bringing the truth to these stupid ass Americans who believe the bullshit from the left.
Yeah.
We got you in that seat. We got them appointed, and then we got the GOP elected. Yes. While we were down and they were trying to lock President Trump up, they kept kicking us while we were down. Why in the fuck is the right or you guys giving these fucking people the kid gloves?
Let's do it.
They're being nice.
I'm sorry.
They're nice to us. To this day, they're still not nice to us. They killed Charlie Kirk, motherfuckers. They try to take out President Trump. What the fuck are you waiting for?
All of them.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
Don't trust the plan.
There's only one explanation. Okay, there's only one explanation. Because they're working together. Playing both ends against the middle. Do you not get it?
Did he mean that CIA asset, not Afghanistan refugee?
Yeah,
that guy was with the CIA, by the way.
They didn't fly any of the flags at half staff either. Okay, here's National Guard troops that Trump put there in DC. They get shot by a CIA asset, right? Supposedly, and died. And no flags at government buildings at half staff or anything over this major event, a huge newsworthy event. Not even in DC, not at the White House, not at the Capitol building. What's up? What's up? You hung a flag at half mast for a fucking podcaster that got shot, supposedly. Another production.
Well, he was Trump's little underling, man. That's what it really was.
But they have
and
five.
Still, you're gonna buy all its merch and wear it on your little video.
Yeah,
But they have 5 flags outside of Union City, New Jersey.
Let me guess. 4 of them are Israeli, right?
Yep.
Yep. I knew you were going to say it.
Always. Listen, that little stranglehold piece of shit country's got to go, babe. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I mean, it's just that's how it is. It's got to go. It's been a fucking thorn in the side. It's been a carbuncle on the ass of the world since its inception. It really has. It really has. They spent from 1898 or before making plans to pull that shit to get Israel. You even look at Theodore Herzl,
Okay.
who was one of the he was the father of modern political Zionism, and he said, "quote It is important that we increase the suffering of the Jew. The anti-Semite will become our greatest ally in achieving our goal of a Jewish homeland."
Yeah.
That's a direct quote, right? Yeah.
And it stands in the book of the, what's the name of the book?
What the learned elders of Zion?
There must be 3 great wars, and he said he was a Freemason. The first Freemason. I don't know how.
Was it Pike? Who are you talking about?
I forgot
Albert?
his name.
Yeah.
But he was the first Freemason, and he made a book. And in this book, he wrote there will be 3 great world wars, and he described exactly what is going on. First, you have to break all the monarchies.
Yeah.
Then you have to break all the. And he wrote this all in this book. It's very interesting.
Yeah. We're pretty well aware of that book around here, most of us, anyway. So there's a ministry of truth going on, man. Check this out.
So the White House, using our tax dollars, has launched a fake news website. Fake news, misleading, biased, exposed media offender of the week. So every week, the White House is putting out on the whitehouse.gov website news organizations that they say are lying to the American people. They have this video that they have right on the home screen.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
The president has never given an illegal order.
In many of our minds, you're already giving illegal orders by blowing up boats without actually due process and showing who these people are, and we're not actually in an armed conflict with them. But nonetheless, the White House puts that out there and says here, the outlet and the offense. So on the left says the outlet and the reporter, the claim, the category. And on the right, they have the offense and then they have the truth. And the offense is the media misrepresented President Trump's call for members of Congress to be held accountable for inciting sedition by saying that he called for their execution. The Democrats and fake news media subversively implied that President Trump had issued illegal orders to service members. Every order President Trump has issued has been lawful. It is dangerous for sitting members of Congress to incite insubordination in the United States military, and President Trump called for them to be held accountable. But he literally was calling for them for their execution. In fact, I can show you. He retweeted this, hang them, George Washington would. And then he says in his own tweet, seditious behavior punishable by death. I mean, it kind of looks to me like he did actually call for their execution, but according to this fake news tracker on the White House website that we're paying for, that's apparently not true. So talk about fake news, talk about being lied to. The White House and their Ministry of Truth website is, well, not going to be telling us the truth, that's for sure.
Are you making reference to what is that? Orson Welles.
I mean, what?
1984, is that what that's
George Orwell?
Or George Orwell. Yeah, I got it mixed up. Don't ask me how I did that. I know the difference between the two. Yeah.
You talking about the Ministry of Truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like they're trying to make people see it. It really is. And it just blows my mind. The thing is, the reality of it is this: you do not have to follow illegal orders, and it's crazy because I just watched a movie earlier before I came on here. I watched. You ever seen Casualties of War? Michael J. Fox, Sean Penn.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, been a while.
It takes place in Vietnam, and pretty much what it is that these guys, their brains are fucked from being in war, and Sean Penn and these others, they decide they kidnap this girl from a village and shit, and then they're gonna abuse her and shit, and then they killed her. And Michael J. Fox is trying to, report this thing, and those are following illegal orders, because the guys that were there that followed in, because their sergeant told them to do it too, they did. And they can fall back on you don't have to follow illegal orders. If you do shit in combat like that, that's a war crime, man. That's out and out.
Yeah.
You can't go in and just start blasting civilians and shit and executing them because you think that just because you say they're VC, they have to have due process. And that was one of the big issues. You've seen the famous picture of that Vietnamese officer. What was his name? New, I think his last name was, where the photographer got it just as he shot that suspected VC in the head. Interrogate. It was in Life magazine. And the whole thing was, it was like, where was the due process in that? Just executing. There was no proof that he was Viet Cong or anything else, just because you say it,
So you're telling me Michael J. Fox
Well,
never really had part?
Bob, on the
Hold on a second. What?
That's all right.
Hold on. What did you say? No, what did you say?
It doesn't work now, but I was gonna say. So you're telling me that Michael J. Fox really didn't have Parkinson's? He just forgot to take his hand off the trigger.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. Sorry, let it go.
He wasn't.
You ruined it, Rocky.
I was cracking jokes. I said, man, he accidentally set the fucking DeLorean to 1969. That sucks. went up to.
Did you know that Blavatsky?
What?
Did you know Blavatsky? You've heard of Blavatsky.
Yeah.
Well, she said that at the end there will be the externalization of the hierarchy. They will tell everybody who they are, what they are.
Well, they're doing a good job of that right now.
Huh?
Look at this. Look at this young feller. He didn't have his beanie as big as he does now. His beanie is getting bigger. Have you noticed that? Ben Shapiro's beanie is getting bigger. But this is when he was younger. Let's hear what he said.
There's one other thing that's getting bigger too, Saab. It's his eyebrows.
Oh my God, he's got Hitler's mustaches for his fucking eyebrows, don't he?
He does.
Tell him that. I bet he'd appreciate that.
No, he would.
All of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years, say 10 feet by the next 100 years. And it puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater, right? Which let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
Just one small problem. Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman!
Yeah, that will be a big
who you
problem.
sell those houses to if it's going to be underwater, dumbass.
Yeah, the climate hoax. If it was real, all the rich people would be already moving off the coast.
That's not true. None of that is real.
Why they always buying coastal property?
Yeah.
exactly.
Like Obama, he bought one right after he got out of office. Yeah.
That's because they know it's a hoax. It's
No
Yeah,
kidding.
he's got that mansion down on the Cape, down on the tip of Cape Cod, which is like a.
And the room went silent.
Oh, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, this is wild. It's something I never ever noticed, and I never saw anybody else bring this up before. But this is pretty cool. Watch this.
Okay, you're looking at the bridge from Terminator 2 Judgment Day when they come flying off of it in the transport truck, boom, lands in the culvert. It was an iconic moment, and many people remember it. But there's something in this clip when it first was released that nobody noticed. We're talking about something hidden in plain sight that your subconscious mind picks up on, but your conscious mind doesn't even notice it. And by the way, Terminator 2, machines trying to enslave and destroy humanity. I wonder if this is hiding anything in plain sight for what the plan is now. So look at this. These bridges were not designed for any traffic underneath them. Therefore, per California law, they don't put clearances, height clearances, on these bridges because no one's supposed to be driving under them. Yet in Terminator, they happen to put a clearance notice of 9 feet 11 inches, 9/11. Keep in mind, this movie came out in 1991. So we're talking about some producer or someone in the development team making this movie who wanted to put 9/11 as a clearance number on something that there doesn't need clearance on because no one's supposed to be driving under it. Absolutely shocking. And furthermore, this isn't the first movie that says something about 9/11. If you remember, The Patriot, Mel Gibson, at 3 minutes and 33 seconds into The Patriot, Mel Gibson is trying to make this rocking chair. He hangs it from a scale hanging from a board, and he says, 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Perfect. Something's going on with Hollywood, man. We're going to discuss more about this in a deep dive on my Rumble channel. If you want to tune in, click the link in my bio or comment Rumble below, and I'll send you a link to it. It's a free speech platform, free to download, free to watch, and free speech.
And I don't have that link, but that's interesting. At 3 minutes, 33 seconds, he says 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Perfect. I didn't never notice that one either. But it is, when you start looking, it's every fucking where.
Yeah, I think ODD did a compilation like that way back about like 8 years ago. He put that all together in a video on his channel.
Oh yeah, let me get back.
There's not enough time in the day to go through all the movies that have all the truth in them now.
Oh God, I know you'd spend a lot of time doing it too.
Yeah. Do you know what is so sad? Because you know, we all could have a good life, you know. Everybody could have a good life. Nobody should suffer, you know, because everything around us is made for us. So, but they forgot, because everything is bought by someone, you know, and you know, you cannot buy God's land. This is crazy. This is stupid. You know?
Oh, it is crazy.
That's the problem, you know. It's not the right of a man to stake a land and say, oh, it's forever mine. What the hell?
Oh, yeah, here, I got something. This is crazy. This exemplifies it really good. I wonder if I can get it bigger. So it's like, basically, it's this meme. Let me just, I hope it shows up good.
It's a lot of money. Huh? It's always about the money, and that's what, you know, if you got this money, perfect.
Power.
Yeah.
So it's like you watched the Hunger Games and you sided with the Resistance. You watched Star Wars and you sided with the Resistance. You watched The Matrix and you sided with the Resistance. You watched Divergent and you sided with the Resistance. You watched V for Vendetta and sided with the Resistance. When it's fiction, you understand, yet you refuse to see it when it's in the reality you're living in. And that's exactly what I say. I was like, you know, you're always for that. He said, well, no, we have to have the government. We have to obey the government. Darth Vader's our friend. You know, fuck you, man. Darth Vader's not your friend.
His father.
If you're not his friend, he can choke you from a distance. I can tell
That's
you.
right. He's got a. I used to have a thing. It was a recording. It was Darth Vader's employee evaluation. He goes, well, you seem to be doing okay. He says, we've got one slight problem. It's the choking people. You can't just go around choking people. And Darth Vader's like, he failed me. Well, yes, I can understand, but a little constructive criticism. It's like, you know, like an HR meeting. It's funny as shit, man. I had to see if I can find it. But it's great. It's got to be on somewhere by now. Shit, that was years ago, back when you used to have to. I don't know where we got that shit.
The internet's forever.
Well, let me see if I can.
Until the government erases it.
It's your fiber optic ball. You can look into the future and see things.
Yes. Predict things. We need to predict everything. We have to have predictions.
So I threw a video in the background. It's a sun time lapse from a beach in Florida.
What is that noise?
I have no clue. It's been going the
Peter,
whole
I
time.
think.
Oh,
He got some residue.
What was I going to look for?
It's in the private
You're
channel.
looking for Darth Vader.
Yeah.
His critique on office procedure. Yes.
Oh wait, wow. There's already.
I got to get out of this chair. My back's gonna hurt. So I'm gonna get off of here and go into the regular
I think
chat.
it's D-Man, actually. Or
I don't think it is.
It's not me.
His thing is moving, his little profile or whatever. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's Peter. He can't see it.
It isn't me.
Gotcha.
I think it's Roger.
No, it's not.
Roger.
Yeah, it's Roger.
All right. So who got a Elmer Fudd vibe from that guy I debated?
I'm hunting
There was a
rabbits.
lot of people in the comments were going, that's a wascally wabbit and shit like that. Like, oh, come on, man.
Like a Luca?
Yeah. It's
Hi,
kinda weird.
everybody. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
That's a dense one.
Hello.
This is pretty good though. You guys will like this. Listen.
Yes, Mrs. Spinkle? Send in Darth Vader, please. Ah, Mr. Vader, great. Come in, sit down. Do you want a coffee or something? No, you're fine. Okay, so, Mr. Vader.
Lord Vader.
Lord Vader, yes. First off, I wanted you to know that the Empire has scheduled these performance reviews for all its minions. So, look at this as a growth opportunity and not as a criticism, okay? Okay, so, we do have some notes on your management style.
What kind of notes?
It's about choking people, actually. You've choked to death about 9 of your senior staff members in the last week, which is a pretty high choking rate, actually.
They failed me.
I'm sure they did, but have you considered different management techniques? Because, frankly, we're having trouble finding people who want to work with you.
In spite of the dental plan?
In spite of the dental plan. Look, Darth, let's be frank. Do you realize people around here are actually scared of you? They're afraid that if they approach you with their questions or concerns, that you'll kill them.
That's not true. My door's always open.
Your door's always open, but if anybody comes in, you choke them. Do you know how many years of training it takes to become a space admiral? The reason we can't catch Han Solo is because we're bringing in the rookies because you've choked all the qualified people. Instead of choking someone, you could give them a pat on the back.
I don't understand. How would that kill them?
It wouldn't kill them. It would encourage them. It would say, hey, you dropped the ball, but we're all on the same Death Star here. You know, Darth, space is a lonely place, and if we bad guys can't be kind to each other, then why are we out here blowing up planets in the first place?
You make a good point.
Okay. Secondly, we wanted to talk to you about the mission statement you wrote up for the Death Star. What was that again?
It blows up planets.
Yeah, see, I think we can expand on that. What about something like, the Death Star is a world-class, cost-effective center of excellence in the field of blowing up planets. It will oppress the galaxy while providing a respectful, non-smoking, wheelchair-accessible workplace for its staff, robots, and big snake things that live in the trash compactor.
Can we take out the part about being wheelchair accessible? Because I think we're grandfathered on that.
Oh, good point. Excellent. Well, this has been a very productive meeting. Thanks a lot, Lord Vader.
Call me Anakin.
Okay, and remember, buddy, the dark side is supposed to be the fun side of the Force. So go get drunk, smoke something, pick a fight with a stormtrooper. We got lots of them. They're cheap.
All right. May the Force be with you.
Absolutely. See you at the golf tournament.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wiener.
That's pretty good. What's up, Mike VD?
I think.
Yeah, just me. It's the same.
Oh, okay.
I changed my.
I think Darth Vader was the first test subject for the CPAP machine.
No shit, right? I need to keep that.
Well, we call him Darth Wiener. We go with that. How about
Dark Wiener?
Dark Wiener.
Saab, I got to run. I'm going to get out of this.
I'm going to grab that thing you sent back here, the sun time lapse here.
Yeah, it's a quick one. I just wanted to show it just because it was kind of
something, but I'll keep that one for a different day.
And by the way, man, that's a nice firmament you got there.
Thank you.
How you are?
All right, I'm going to get out of this chair because
you're muted or something, D-man.
No, I'm not muted.
Or maybe that's me. Maybe it's me. Sorry.
No, I hear him.
We can hear you.
The hell, Cubby. All right, I'm going to get out of this chair because it's going to hurt my back. I got to get off of it.
Right on.
So I'll be listening. I'll be in chat. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, man.
God bless.
Happy birthday, Saab.
Thanks, buddy. I guess, there's no sound. There doesn't need to be. You know what, though? I think the sun does make a sound, but it's something we're kind of used to. And I think that's one of the things because, I notice it during the day, and it's not because there's traffic or anything else like that, but during the day, I have to turn the TV up louder than I do at night. You ever notice that?
Yeah. And then you notice that the sun's not actually really going down here, is it, ladies and
No,
gentlemen?
it's going away from you.
Oh, there you go. That's amazing. How do we get that photograph? That's what I want to know.
I think we shut that dude down today. Did you see on Flatzoid? He was like, because I love that thing. Oh, on a flat Earth, a sunset would be impossible. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go with the 2-dimensional orthographic geometry to describe perspective again. My God, anytime. And it's funny because that's how they were fooled into this.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and they never saw through the trick. They never bothered seeing through the trick. We never bothered to look it until we got to thinking. And then it's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Now you make me want to go back and watch it. I didn't get a chance to today.
Well, it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. It was. I've shown that video on here before. It shows the perspective lines versus the orthographic geometry lines.
Yeah, that's a good demonstration. It's a real good one.
We had a good time. We had a good time.
So what was that on, y'all? I'm in the dark about that. What you debated someone saw?
Oh, it was a guy that came on Flatzoid's show today.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the panel for the first like 3-4 minutes. I said hi to everybody. Flats came back on, and he had death in the family, so I was couldn't talk to him. Yeah. So.
Look at there. We got what 14. We only got somebody needs to go over and see Lei Young 213 over in the Rumble side over there. If you haven't subscribed to my Rumble channel, do that, because I think this weekend what we're going to do is show Idiocracy on here, and I think that'd be a good one to show, or something, because that's definitely a show to watch. I mean, if you've never seen it, man, it's a documentary, and they say it's like supposed to be like 500 years in the future, but man, we didn't have to wait 500 years because we're about there. People are even wearing those fucking stupid shoes, those Crocs. Listen, that's where they came from. The costume designer for that was looking for a really stupid shoe that dumb people would wear. That's what she was looking for, all this shit, based on the premise of the movie. And she come across a startup company that made those fucking shoes. And so she ordered them and used them. Those were what everybody was wearing in that movie. And now here we are, and people are wearing those things around.
Yeah,
have you ever seen what happens to people's feet in the sun with those on? It makes fucking polka dots on their feet, man. It's
they
funny.
Deserve it.
Nice.
You know what the holes are there for, though?
No.
That's where people's dignity drains out.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That was deep.
About the truth.
That was deep.
That wants me to ask the question: does life imitate art? Or does art imitate life? Which one is it?
I think it's
Both.
that that life imitates art. I do. I mean, where did the clothes people are wearing right now? Where did they first come about at? How was that your decision? It was your decision based on a limited choice. You didn't have any choice in how the styles changed. How did clothing change so much from, say, 1950 to now?
Right.
Why and why did it change? And what will happen is it's subtle cues. People will see somebody that they get this artificial familiarity with through the screen,
right?
And they're wearing a certain type of hat or coat, or driving a certain kind of a car, and that'll go into their subconscious. And when they'll desire to have that object in order to be more like that character that they've got this false familiarity with.
And if you play an instrument, you know it. It makes your world. You play your world. This is what an instrument does.
Yeah.
I think it becomes symbiotic, but don't you think so? It becomes symbiotic after a while.
Yeah. It does. I mean, it's like you take a look at there was a popular television show that came on in the 80s. It was called Miami Vice. And on there, these detectives, they wore like a sport coat with a t-shirt. Right. Next thing you know, here's everybody wearing a fucking suit coat with a goddamn t-shirt.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, in boat shoes and shit, you know, like they're going to be part of Miami Vice. Do you think people actually think you're Crockett or Tubbs or whatever? Get the fuck on with that, you know?
Yeah, they drove a Corvette though. I mean, it's awesome, man.
Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh,
They took the wife beater.
I love you, Roger. Perfect.
They sold it with sex too. They sold it with sex too, because these guys was always getting the babes and everything else like that. So the male subconscious is going, "Oh, if I'm like that dude, I'll get the babes." See, they see that same thing. That's.
I thought that show was boring.
How they got on to putting that bug spray shit on them, that Axe body spray shit. Man, there for a while, I'd walk by some of these young dudes and be like, "Good God, motherfucker, how much of that shit did you put on you?"
It reminds me of those ads with alcohol, beer, and stuff, and you can
Yeah.
do the ripped ab guy playing volleyball on the beach with the bikini girls.
Right.
And cigarettes everywhere.
Yeah.
You remember you remember the movie The Jerk, right?
Freedom.
Remember when he has the guy bring him that drink and it had the little bamboo umbrella in it, and he says, "Oh, you did it, you got it. It's exactly like this ad in the magazine." And he's looking at the ad and it says "Be somebody," and he takes the drink and goes, "Be somebody." Like that, you know, it's just like trying to imitate the fucking magazine so he can have this image, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Just very subtle, but that's exactly what he's putting out there. Dude,
I love the scene about the cans.
Oh my God.
He's got
that's
something
everybody.
against the cans.
Well, you know what's even the funniest thing is that he's running from this guy.
Yeah.
Right? And this guy's trying like hell to kill him.
Oh man.
And shooting up the place, doesn't care if there's collateral damage and shit.
Right.
Chases the guy up and the dude goes through that fence, through that gate that has a sign that says authorized personnel only.
Right.
And that's what stops the gunman, is that sign that says authorized personnel only. He won't go any farther. And he starts going, hey, you're not authorized personnel. He's not authorized personnel. So he broke every other law and rule in the book until it came to that one sign that said that nobody can go in there unless they're authorized.
The best part of that movie, I think, is when at the end when he's getting sued by everybody and the judge is sitting there and he's all cross-eyed too. He's got the glass holder. What kind of judgment do you think you're going to get out of that one?
Guilty.
Have you seen the shooting when the sheriff comes in and he shoots the not the lawyer, the how you call it? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know either.
Yeah, and he comes in, you know, and he shoots him like bam, 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 because he was channeling, you know, young girls.
Oh,
I mean, you know, and he was
we
a
were talking about a movie. We were talking about a movie.
Yeah.
Different movie, probably.
Yeah, way different movie.
Yeah, but that's what's happening, you know. And then I see the TV and I think, well, what the fuck is happening? You didn't see this shit like 20 years ago. No.
This is wild. Do you like Dave Smith?
Yeah, he's all right.
I like some of the shit he says. He tears this guy up. This is he's talking to a spokesman for the IDF, former spokesman for the IVF. So this is pretty crazy. Let me put this up here. Dun, dun, dun. There he is.
Let me give you some more honest information here. I'm an American. Just like you said, you're defending your country, Israel. I'm an American. Your country is on my country's welfare. We have financed and given you the weapons and the diplomatic cover and the literal protection and vetoed the resolutions at the UN. We have protected and propped up Israel. And you have a lot of nerve to turn around and then say that we scrutinize what you do too much. I am forced against my will to pay for the destruction of Gaza, to pay for the military occupation of Palestine. And yeah, when I see videos of military occupiers murdering a couple of surrendering people, yeah, I'm going to scrutinize that. I'm going to have an opinion on that. And it's just absolutely outrageous that you guys sit here when the whole world is watching. Sir, let me be honest with you. When the whole world sees you describe the IDF as fighting terrorism, we're all going, I don't know how dumb you think we are. The IDF, you were a spokesman for the biggest terrorist organization in the region, objectively the worst. And it's a region full of terrorist organizations.
Well, you're ridiculous.
And the IDF is the worst
The
one.
moment, I mean, you had my ear and attention and a bit of my respect until you said that nonsense.
I don't care.
The last part of what
I don't
you
care
said.
about your
You're
respect.
entitled to. Yeah, that's fine.
You're a spokesman
That's
for a
fine.
terrorist
You are entitled to
organization,
your
sir.
opinion.
I don't care about your respect.
You're entitled to your opinion sitting in your comfortable office in New York or wherever. You're entitled to have your feelings and opinions. The fact that you have them doesn't make it right. And the fact that you call the military of a nation state a terrorist organization, I think shows how ungrounded you are, and frankly, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what's coming, of course. You know, the people are they're splitted. They're splitted in between. That's the problem.
Good
God.
God.
You need some people who go to fight for this. You know, but it's very important to fight for. You know, for I don't know what. That's the problem. Give me something to fight for, please.
Look at this fucking ridiculous shit. This is
Yeah,
what the Oval Office looks like now.
Oh,
Jeez.
Good God.
yeah.
Turn into Mar-a-Lago.
Gaudy.
These are stupid people, man.
It's gaudy as hell.
I wonder if that's real gold. That's my question. That's like, wow.
There's our gold. When are they going to do Fort Knox? I thought they were going to audit Fort Knox. What's going on?
Betcha.
Oh,
Oh my God, this is stuff getting really bad. Small hats rule the world by proxy.
we are in the end times for sure. For sure.
Oh yeah, thank
100%.
God.
After they do the Fort Knox audit, that's when we get our $5 million check.
You bet.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, whatever happened to the rainbow there? He never came back and said anything else, did he?
He was on Ryan's the other day.
Oh,
Well, he wasn't on there. He was in chat. Sorry.
Hey, Cubby.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for that. I found the Stavely membership.
All right,
It
cool.
was
That was
Ko-Fi.
it. Yeah, it was.
And happy birthday, by the way.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
More than welcome. I wanted to ask you to check out something. This I was just going through my bank statement and I saw Brian Stavely's name come up. I'm like, what? And I realized that I was donating to him and he's not making any content. So I'm like, I'm going to cancel that.
Right.
But I thought that's something you could use because it's you don't have to means you can get people can have regular memberships without you being monetized on YouTube, and it's connected to PayPal. So if you set that up, it'd be easier for me because I like to donate, but that way I know that you're always getting a certain amount every month, and people can have different levels and all that sort of stuff. So I'll put a link in the private chat. You might want to.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll check into that. That's not a bad idea. You know, it's wild that I just kind of forgot about that. I remember I thought about getting into that a while back. In fact, around the time Stavely was in the shit. And I don't know what happened. I just kind of lost or forgot or whatever. I don't know.
Do you like bonus content for that though? I don't know. I don't know much about it.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Look into it. It just offered me. It said I could just start up if I want.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't on it, but I for some reason I remember when I was watching his videos, it just dawned on me all of it. You'd be reading the chat, and then he would talk about once in a while. It was like Kofi, and it just kind of stuck in my head. So
yeah, I would have never remembered that.
Yeah, I don't know how I did, but
so
cool. I'm glad you found it though.
Yeah, no, thanks. But thought that's and Roger, do you have something like that? Do you have that set up?
Not really. The only thing I have is my GoFundMe set up. I do have a PayPal, but I don't have it set up in my link or anything.
Yeah, you maybe should because it's a way where people want to donate and they don't have to think about it. People $5 a month, $50 a month. People can choose what they contribute, because you guys do amazing content and people are more than happy to help out.
Yeah,
So
very
it's
true.
a service that you're providing.
Yeah.
Come on. Listen to this. This man, a practicing attorney, walked into a Walmart with no phone, no app, no Bluetooth, no smartwatch, no earbuds, nothing that could track him. He paid cash for a USB cable and left like it was 1998. Hours later, Walmart emails him asking him to rate the exact product he bought. Same item, same store, same timestamp. A purchase that should have been completely untraceable.
What?
He didn't use the app. He didn't log in. He didn't scan anything. He didn't bring any electronic device. He literally tried to pull out his phone to show the employee, realized he didn't have it, and had to play charades to explain the cable he needed. So how did Walmart tag that anonymous cash only purchase back to him? Facial recognition at the checkout? AI linking? Database matching, or something they haven't admitted publicly yet?
It's everywhere.
Internet of bodies. He might have the gene tech in him.
Maybe he might have got that clot shot.
What? Yeah.
Hey, how does Walmart know what I'm buying in cash? I got an email from them this afternoon that says, hey, can you rate this product that you purchased recently? And I did purchase that product recently from Walmart. I bought it in cash. Right? I walked to the electronics section and bought a USB charging cable with cash and then walked out. And I know that the first you've already started typing. It's the Walmart app on your phone, you moron. That is a fair assumption. I do not have the Walmart app on my phone. I've never had the Walmart app on my phone. And further, I did not have my phone with me on this trip. Here's how I know I didn't have my phone with me on this trip. I remember specifically talking to the employee in the back of the electronics section and trying to explain specifically which USB connector I was looking for. And I couldn't explain it well. And so I tried to pull my phone out to show the gentleman what I was looking for, and I didn't have my phone on me. And so I had to continue my game of terrible charades and torture this poor guy until he finally was like, well, look, here's what we've got. And then I was able to find what I needed. But the point being, my phone was not on my person. I don't think I even had my headphones on my person. I didn't have any electronic devices on me. So how does Walmart know what I purchased in cash?
Right? The fuck, man?
They got cameras everywhere.
This is getting really Orwellian, man. It's getting really Orwellian.
Hey, how does Walmart know what?
Shut up, guy.
Nanobots.
Must be, man. No, I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy. But they're miles ahead of what they say they're gonna do that they've already got in place. This is something you always got to understand that. Like the latest and greatest weaponry is yesterday's news. The latest and greatest technology is really yesterday's news. They've already got something better. Always.
Yeah,
the guy kind of looked like he would get the,
Yeah, be one of those. Hey, Rocky, you're a short season guy. Do you think, like they say that we're sometimes people say we're 100 years behind what the technology is, or maybe 1,000 years, because maybe the people that came after the millennial reign, like before the short season started, maybe they were able to take that technology that they used to make those buildings.
Yeah, I believe that there's nothing new under the sun. AI.
You think they've still got that technology but just don't use it?
I think they had it back in Egypt. If you look at the way that Egypt city is laid out, it's just like a motherboard of a computer. And I think they used to be able to transmit power through the air. And you still can't transmit power through the air. Like Tesla transmitted frequencies. You can pick up a frequency and turn it into energy. You can still do it. But they're hiding that technology on purpose because now they can monetize it. when people should have free energy. Free energy is not new.
So it's like the ether. Is it like the ether using the
yeah, think of frequencies.
frequency through the ether?
God spoke everything into existence. That's a frequency. So imagine it's like they say the great cathedrals were connecting to the antennas were bringing
spires.
power. Yeah, they were bringing power.
The spires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
And then you
spires,
have
the
great
cymatics.
you remember the big airships they used to have? They used to dock at the top of those, and then people would go down. And that's
But
technology.
We all know it was the J.P. Morgan and Thomas Edison era, though, right? We should all know that. I think Nikola Tesla was just commissioned to reverse engineer a lot of the stuff they didn't even know what they had.
Yeah. He didn't invent it. Most likely he was
reverse engineering, and he was really smart, I believe. That's why he was such an underdog. I think
Well, I
Thomas.
think the key in it is also where he immigrated from. There's a lot of old world technology going on there.
Right.
You know, that's where we still find a lot of this antiquitech is in that very region where he was from.
Right.
And I believe a lot of World War I and World War II, one of the reasons was to destroy that antiquitech because they had a lot of it in Germany also.
Yeah.
Iraq as well. They destroyed a lot of stuff and stole a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's all over the world. Rome was worldwide. It was worldwide. It was actually worldwide. They got Roman. Look at Washington, D.C. That's an old Roman architecture. All the capitals are Roman. Like, come on. And they say they built them in the 1890s. They built these capitals and shit with horse and buggies and shit. So you see the word Freemason? Freemason. They founded Freemason.
Got it for free, yeah.
Right out. They found it, and then they unburied it.
I did want to say this though, Rock. A lot of those, they disguised a lot of stuff. They put different type of statues in place of other ones that actually tell the stories. They covered up paintings in cathedral ceilings. I think actually the one where God is touching the finger, that is Leonardo, not Leonardo da Vinci. That's
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo, yeah. Thank you.
Michelangelo.
That was a cover
Listen
up.
to the word Michael, the archangel. Michelangelo.
But those paintings were cover-ups. I think even in the ceiling of the White House, that the apotheosis of Washington, you can go and research. That means to transcend from man to God, to a deity. Yeah. And I guarantee you, there's another painting up underneath it. You can see it's 4,600 not square foot in a radius, and it takes up the whole cathedral ceiling. And the weirdest thing about that painting is Washington is ascending into heaven. All of the fallen angels are around him, like Neptune, Apollo, all these different deities. And he's in the same stance as Baphomet, as above.
Yeah, it's like they reversed it. They covered up the real paintings. And then they glorify the Baphomet instead of.
I wish we could go into some of these cathedrals with like these lasers that can look through mills. You ever seen those, Sav?
LiDAR?
Analyze these terahertz little things where it analyzes like different mills of thickness of solid matter and stuff.
LiDAR?
Is that what is it called?
LiDAR? Is that what you're talking about?
I didn't know. Tell me about it there, Cubby. What's
LiDAR? Well, just look into it.
They said that when they found it,
beaten path here.
Hey, did you guys hear that they're gonna have Candace Owens was invited to go on fucking TP USA?
What?
On the Charlie Kirk podcast? Yep. Peter.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too.
So many people are falling for Candace. I can't believe it.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to see this, the way this thing's all playing out, because she has blatantly caught them in some pretty fucking fishy lies.
All right.
You know, like this Mikey being covered with blood and being a hero. The motherfucker picked up his phone and talked to somebody and walked away right then. casually. He didn't run away or anything. It's sort of like, oh, I don't want to be seen around here.
Job's
Type
done.
of a thing, you know. It's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You know that meme of Peter Griffin going back in the bushes? That's what that reminded me of. So
they always control both sides of the narrative.
So you see all that, and there's a lot to look at, to analyze in all of the different things that were going on there. But what it's still going under the premise that Charlie Kirk was really shot, that he was really assassinated. Okay, so they got people out there chasing down shooters that don't exist, you know, and that's a distraction away from some of the details. Now that Mikey Smith guy, that's another little thing. But let's look at something that's main here. Here's a guy that got hit in the neck with a 30-06. Okay. And somehow there's no blood that gets on anybody else, even when they're attending to him. I'm sorry. Do you not realize that there's a vast amount of blood starts leaking out of a fucking neck when it's severed? And they don't have any blood on them. There's no blood trail where they're carrying him. There's no first
blood splatter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the doctor saying there's no autopsy. There's nothing. And
no crime scene.
The doctor said that he had a neck made out of steel and shit, like Superman, and it stopped the third guy. Just shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. Nobody does.
It's a magic.
No cops, no paramedics.
Well, there were some paramedics that showed up. Now this was really crazy. If you watch where they're putting Charlie Kirk in the SUV, there's a couple of first responders or paramedics that come up, and one's got a trauma bag, and the bodyguards pushed them away. And the guy was trying to give him you can see he was like, showing him, I got a trauma bag and shit, and they were still pushing him away. Now, why? Because they didn't want them to save Charlie Kirk, perhaps? Or was it they didn't want a trained medical professional to see that there was actually no gunshot wound, that nobody had been shot? That's more the likeliness of it, because we find that when there's no footage of him at the hospital, nobody had a cell phone there. Charlie Kirk's being brought in to this hospital. Nothing.
No, nothing. Yeah.
And all the security tape was confiscated by the FBI right after. Come on, man. All of this was this was a setup. This was all some kind of a big, huge psyop, just like the Butler, Pennsylvania thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And this one was, and you notice that all these people are still going by the thing that he actually was shot. And I'm like, wait a second. No, this is making sense at all. He wasn't shot.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
And then once their fake death is established, they have to live on prison island for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. That's why many get crazy,
Or they come back as somebody else.
Or they come back as a clone, right? That's true.
I'm sorry, Saab. My computer crashed.
Oh shit!
Boom. Yeah.
Oh,
So I may not be doing a stream later. I'm trying to reboot it now. So
Yeah. Well, I'm getting ready to blow this thing down because it's been 3 hours and I got to work in the morning.
God bless you.
God, I hope we're inside.
Cool show, man.
It's 29 degrees outside right now. Fuck that.
What do you do?
Well, right now we've been doing some renovation work on a rental house, a rental home, and it's been a lot of shit we've had to do. We set cabinets. We're still doing some outside work, but if it's too cold, I already know, man, he ain't gonna want to work outside neither. So anyway, we're probably, I don't know what we'd be doing. Probably setting the rest of those cabinets and cutting the countertops to take over there. Because if it ain't raining, we can take all the cabinets over there and the rest of them and set them. So
my son used to work for a flipper, flipping houses.
Yeah. Well, this is one that he had as a rental, and the people that live there, man, They tore this fucking place up.
Oh shit!
They tore this fucking place up, man. There were holes in the floors, and but it's a mobile home, and it's actually, we got it looking pretty good now. It's starting to shape up, but it's a 1982 is the manufacture date, so it's quite old by the standards for a mobile home. But we repaired the floor. We everything that's needed to be repaired and redone. We put down new trim. We'll probably call George in to do the painting for us. It's really cool. He's a really good guy. He's from around here in town. He's a deaf dude. He can't hear, but he can read lips. And it's pretty funny because you're not used to that, and you say something to him and he's not looking at you and he doesn't know you said anything, right? But you're hanging out, and me and Mike are doing our shit. He's back over here in this room painting. We decide to knock off for lunch, and I go to take my phone. We're listening to music using my phone and a Bluetooth speaker. And so I go to unplug my phone, and I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of a dick move to take the music away. And then it suddenly hit me. I was like, he can't hear that fucking music anyways. It's cool. Yeah. Pretty funny. Anyway, we'll watch this real quick. This is Ryan Mata again, and he thinks, and it may be plausible, that this whole thing, this might be the next chapter in the drama, Who Shot JR, that this whole being invited to be on TPUSA on the Charlie Kirk show is actually a setup for her to be assassinated.
Or a
So
fake one.
let me see what he says.
So if you're like me and one of the 160-something thousand people that were in Candace Owens' live stream tonight, when she played the clip of her getting an invitation to the Charlie Kirk show, and even Candace is like, hell yeah, like Charlie Kirk show, like let's sit down and have this conversation. But then my phone started blowing up and going, dude, do you see the red flags? And I go, where? She goes, Candace going to the Charlie Kirk show. And I go, holy shit. So here's what they've just done now. They put out the invitation for Candace, yeah, come on the show. What is that going to do? That's going to pull Candace out of whatever hiding spot she's in. They're going to know exactly where she's going to be, when she's going to be there, how she's going to get there, the vehicle she's arriving in. Number two, then all of a sudden you leave your vehicle outside, which then they have the ability to tap. Your cell phones, your communication devices, anything that's left in that vehicle should not be left unattended.
They know where she is.
Yeah.
She works for them.
Was that the end of the video? I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at I was muted. Fuck.
I didn't know if it was me this time.
No, do it remotely. Okay. Just like right now, we're all in different places, right? Every one of us is in a different place. And we're doing this live, right? So it's not necessary for her to have to go to their studio. She can appear live via internet.
Yeah.
Why not? That's what I would do. Because I certainly wouldn't trust those motherfuckers, man. If in this drama, because everybody can see the writing on the wall, right?
In my personal opinion, Candace should be going there with like literally full security guards, like some type of full security detail. Wherever she's pulling in, she'd be pulling into an enclosed area, right? A garage or some type of enclosure where she can't be taken out. She should be pulling up to that house, in my personal opinion, in some type of bulletproof vehicle, to say the least. Because what this feels like is it feels like a trap. Because somebody's like, well, what if they just take out her car? They have the ability, any vehicle now that's made with any type of Bluetooth, right, that has the CarPlay in it, can be hacked into. Any type of vehicle that your phone can connect to. So unless she's driving in something probably pre-2010, most likely that vehicle can be commandeered by the powers that be. And, they hit a patch of ice, they drove off the road, shitty weather conditions. If you have the ability to, control the weather, you just pull out your machine and snap a few fingers and spin up a few storm clouds, and it's nice, rainy, snowy day. Candace Owens is driving to the Charlie Kirk show, and then magically something happens, car accident. Pretty convenient in my personal opinion. But I would be rolling to this event with the highest level of security of humanly possible. So if Candace is smart, which she's a very intelligent person, we can't be the only ones. If I can't be the only one who's thinking of this, if other people already texted me about it. So that being said, it seems like a fucking trap to me. So travel with caution, Candace. Be very fucking careful of these people. There's no limit that these people are not willing to go, in my personal opinion, to take you out. And this just seems like the perfect setup to me. But I want to know what you guys think. Drop those comments below. Hopefully Candace sees this video. We out. Peace.
Wow.
I don't
So
know
that
if they
might be
would.
another chapter in the saga that's coming up.
Yeah, and this is how they do it, that with fear and with power, and that's what they do. Exactly that. Now they have the permission to do it. Great.
Well, I don't know if they got permission in my book. I just think that it would be
Well,
it would fit into the storyline and make a martyr out of her too, just like they did Charlie.
Well, if the
Yeah, she'd go hang
military
out.
if the military is in the cities, I would say they have the permission to do.
Yeah, you're looking at but she's going on about the French military, like getting rid of all their commanders just recently. I watched a clip of her talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at Venezuela or something like this. This is all crazy. What that? Just the government, like always, they fail us completely.
They're telling Rubio's saying that we got to go to war with Venezuela because of Hezbollah.
Sure.
No shit. I'm not kidding.
What the fuck?
I'm not kidding. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is fucking crazy. This is him right here, right?
The Venezuelan regime is a source of instability in the entire region. Over 8 million Venezuelans have flooded into neighboring countries as a result of the regime's activities within their own country, including into the United States. They also happen to be the foothold of Iran. That's not spoken about enough. Iran, its IRGC, and even Hezbollah has a presence in South America, and one of their anchor presence, especially for the Iranians, is inside of Venezuela. So the Venezuelan regime is
That's old American dad there, Hannity, agreeing with him. Good morning, USA.
Remember when it was Hannity and Combs on O'Reilly?
Oh yeah, then they shit canned old Combs pretty quick.
Yeah. He died a few years back.
Poor soldiers, right? Because
they were
they
trying to have remember they used to say fair and balanced?
Yeah.
And then you zoom on up about 20 years, and then they had the 5, right? And it was usually 4 ultra conservatives beating the shit out of some retarded liberal.
Who was that drunk they used to have on there? He died too. That Bob Beckel or whatever the hell his name was.
Oh yeah, Bob Beckel. The guy always looked like he was about to have a fucking stroke. He always reminded me of the in the movies, the angry newspaper editor, right? With his tie on half undone, and he's like a high blood pressure.
He can't hear us either.
High stressed out editor.
Hey, Soft, are you muted?
No, he's having the same problem as me. I don't know what it is. There's no rhyme or reason. I don't know what it is.
So, do you remember the show The Whitest Kids You Know?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the private chat,
I got it. That one, Get a New Daddy.
Strange.
Yeah, Get a New Daddy. I got that one up here. Hang on. We'll watch it real quick if it's not too long.
Right, quick. Hey, Rocky, you got to drop down and come back up. I have the same problem. I don't know what the deal is. Something with if you're using a Apple product and StreamYard, I don't know, they have problems. So occasionally, like you'll be able to hear, and sometimes you won't be able to hear the video. Like if somebody comes up or drops down, then you lose your ability to hear somebody on panel, or you can't hear Saab. But you got to drop down and then come back up.
All right.
Well, I'll have to play that next time because I got to get off of here, man. I'm 8 minutes over, and I got to get out of here.
Oh no, Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you want to hear the unwarranted show we got to go on tonight?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's called The Unhinged Ramblings of an Actual Psychopath.
Oh, and who's that going to encapsulate?
Well, it's already gone out live to members only, though. It's the only way you can watch his shows now. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What time are you going on, Roger?
Well, I should be going on around midnight on my time. It's 10 here,
Oh
about
shoot!
2 hours.
All right, I probably won't make that then.
I can ramp it up some, but
Yeah, I'm already tired, and it's gonna be really late by then. So,
well, I can
yeah.
tell you what, I'd much rather pull the computer down after it just shut down on me. It crashed. So
Right.
yeah. So I'll just postpone it for tomorrow.
All right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I want to thank everybody for coming, everybody for showing up in the chat. Thank you for all of your birthday wishes. It's very, very much appreciated. Here we are, man. You know, and that was the thing. I had 3 text messages on my phone when I got up this morning. One was from an optometrist. Another one was from another optometrist. And the other one was from the fucking AARP, man. I'm like, are you shit? Come on, man. Stop it.
If you enroll now, you can get the magazine.
Yeah, well, the only good thing is that the senior discount when you go out to eat. You know, you got.
I was going to question next. What was it? You're up for the discount, right?
Yeah. But who the fuck can afford to go out to eat anymore, right? Let's get real.
That's why I make everything myself.
Oh, and hey, everybody's listening. Watch out. The scammers. I've got a new scam. Okay. Well, I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me. Okay. So what they do is they try to call you and say that, and it'll come up as the number, the proper number for like the fraud alert for your bank. Okay. And it'll come up as the proper number. And then they'll come on there and tell you about the, you know, some kind of authorization and this, that, and the other. Right. But they're not. Because they fucked up and they tried to call back and then they said they were Utah Bank. And it was the same woman, right? And it's like not even in Utah. So here's what you do. And this is what I'm saying, just to prevent that kind of fraud. And it does happen. If you get a call from your fraud alert from your bank, tell them, okay, thank you for notifying me. Don't let them talk. Just say, okay, well, thank you for notifying me. I will call you right back. Hang up the phone and then call your bank or your own fraud alert number. Don't hit redial. Okay. Call the actual bank fraud number that you have and tell them, yes, I just received a call from you regarding some kind of a charge or whatever. And they'll either confirm that it was from them or that it, no, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you got to watch out because they're like able to spoof the caller ID on your phone as well as the number for your fraud alert or your bank. And they're scamming people, baby. You watch out.
There's so many of them, I can't even keep track anymore.
See, isn't this wonderful that we have these electronic money? This electronic money, how convenient isn't that for the fucking thieves?
Yeah. Not only that, they're taken from the poor. They're never taken from the quote unquote rich, right?
No.
But yeah. What the heck? Oh, yeah. I just check my account every day, daily. I just got in the habit to do that, and I can turn on my card on and off anyway. So
cool.
Yeah. So I'll be on tomorrow at like 11 or so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I had a phone call like that today, so I'm actually almost identical to that. And Rhonda was sitting here like, "No, we're not going to go with that," and just hung up on him. So I didn't take it. So she saw through it right away. She's listening. Yeah, it's funny.
I would just make it a habit to check your account if you.
Well, it's just that simple though. If they call you and tell you that there's some kind of fraud, they detected fraud on your card or some kind of a charge or something like that, say, okay, thank you for notifying me. To prevent fraud, I'm going to call you back.
All right, there you go.
And that's all you have to do. You hang up and then call your bank or call the number that you're supposed to call if there's, unauthorized charges and whatever else like that. Call it back. And then when you relay that to them, if it was indeed them, it'll be there in their system. If not, then you'll know.
I'd be like, well, that's ironic. I was fraudulently trying to get into my own account, and I was just testing you guys to see if you're actually helping me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they're usually those Pajeets, those dots. They're usually those dot people.
The Nigerians there too. I don't know. They're all over the place.
Yeah, what was it? One of them was for a fucking Nigerian travel agency.
Yeah.
They listen. We're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Anyway, I mean, find that out later and shit. But luckily, we got that worked out. Hopefully.
Just one more thing before we go, Sob. Did you get anything for your birthday?
Well, my wife's going to take me on a Civil War tour on Saturday.
Nice.
So it's kind of bad when your birthday's like right in the middle of the week, the work week and shit. So, no, as far as anything like material, no, I got everything I need. I don't need nothing, I guess. No.
That's good. It's a good time to now remember and for a new year.
I don't want to get no more stuff, man, because now I'm already at an age where I got to figure out who's going to get all this fucking shit when I leave here. You know, it's like, oh man, come on, there's too much as it is. So,
I gotcha.
But it's nice if you build something for the next people. You know, it's very honorable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Donate it to science, Sav.
Yes, science. Shit. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on tonight, everybody. Everybody showed up in chat. I had a good time here tonight. And don't forget, as we always like to say, Lord loves a working man. Don't ever, never trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And if you heard the shot, probably wasn't meant for you. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.